Good evening, guys. How's it all going?
How's it going?
Welcome to a bit of Clangineers with my buddy Wedgehog.
I forgot we had this HUD mod on. It's kind of making me feel a bit sick. Never mind.
It's not working for me.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, wait. Is there a way to turn it off in game, like with the...
There's probably a console command to turn it on and off. It's talking about Digi's HUD. I wanted it on. It's really cool. But apparently it's not working from my point of view. Good evening, everybody in chat. How's it going? We are back. We are back with the spiders and the meteors on the alien planet. Because why the hell not? Because it's fun.
Because we're a pair of masochistic nutcases.
And I can tell you a few things already about today. Number one I can tell you is that the spiders still like to go to orbit. Can we find a spider who wants to go to orbit? Any of you? Anyone around here? Hello? Okay, it's quiet outside at the moment. Have I got the ammo on me? No. Running back in. Yakuma Fuji, yes, I did think about having a night off, and then I changed my mind. Yeah, well, I didn't just change my mind, to be fair. Some of the plans changed as well. Some of the things I had in mind for tonight. So, why not get a bit of a stream on the go? The turret, when we came in, has already begun opening up on various stuff, and it opened up on meteors that I could see. You guys will also be very pleased to know. Let's see, let's go and jump in here. Over here. Yep.
Where's here?
What's this? Yeah, I might have fixed it quickly before. Oh, there they are. Hello, friends. Hello.
Oh, bloody hell, where are they?
And the first one's off to space. Suddenly there's loads of them. Alright,
Yeah.
they're there.
Alright. Okay.
And they're not dropping loot. What?
Oh, I just picked up 4 motors off one of them.
But the other two had nothing.
Oh. Well, that's lame. Right.
Well,
So-
one of the things I did was I fixed the broken symmetry, guys. Look. Oh, I almost fixed the broken symmetry. I missed one block on the side.
Well, just leave that one there. Leave that one there as a reminder.
Space
Oh, God.
Engineers is locking up hard. What's happening? But one block is a reminder of what I did, of how I was a bad person.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not happy with that. I'm going to fix that as well. I managed to go through an entire stream without not noticing that I was building it completely off-center. It now needs to be fixed. Hang on. Ah, shit. I've still got creative tools on from when I was taking the screenshots earlier.
You cheating son of a... I don't know. I'm disappointed.
How else am I supposed to take screenshots?
Spectator mode?
Yeah, spectator mode doesn't let me move the sun around. I like to be able to see in the screenshots.
Also, for some reason, one of the Gatling guns isn't finished. I think it's
Yeah,
'cause
we didn't
don't
finish
have
it
any-
last stream.
Well, shall we finish it now?
We're probably missing bits for it, aren't we?
Small steel tube.
Yeah.
I take it we have none.
Probably not, no.
No.
We were busy trying to mine last time, but we discovered in the end that we've got a miner that was supposed to be helping but doesn't actually really have enough thrust to do so. And then we've got a hover machine that doesn't really do the job or work. Oh, it's building something now. Whatever
Yeah,
you did
because
fixed it.
I've put the stuff in to build. So.
Yeah, but we had a grand plan for today's stream. Whether or not how far we can get with it, I do not know. But we have a grand plan for today's stream. We are going to take what I'm currently standing on here, our lander, which actually might not be a good idea, Wedgie. I might revise this because don't forget this is a temporary ship.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if nothing else, I don't want that message keep popping up.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. We got a little donation from Commissar Fox. I was going to work, but it has started pouring. Okay. Nice to have the luxury of going, in which case I won't bother. Our Imperial thought of the day. An alien mind cannot accept the Emperor's blessing. Well, I'm fucked then. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, as I was saying, we are going to tear apart this here lander. And we are going to build ourselves the base in the sky. And this one's going to have a bit of a twist to normal in that we were talking about this before the stream. Would it not be really cool to have a base that utilised Digi's wings, which is on in this world, we've got them, to mean that the base was constantly flying and thus didn't use as much power as would be necessary for it to hover? Wings are a really cheap way of keeping yourself up in the air. So we're thinking a flying base that just constantly locks to the horizon and flies round and round and round the base, around and round the planet, sort of in Atmo orbit, almost. And we build off of that, perhaps even in the sky as we go.
What could possibly go wrong?
You're thinking sort of a bit of a, what would you call it? Almost a Waterworldy sort of idea, where you're up in space, up in the sky instead, rather than not space, because I'm not thinking space. I'm thinking Atmo here still. You're up in the sky instead, but otherwise you're just sort of sailing round, essentially. Sort of a, I think I described it to you as a solar yacht, but I can't help but feel like a solar junker might end up being a little bit more appropriate.
Yeah.
So is your turret working?
It seems to be doing something. If anything, it's a bit slower than it was for some reason. Huh.
It's not doing too badly, though. It's sort of moving around. So it's a donation from Markham67. Thank you very much, dude. We wish you were Merry Clangmas. We wish you were Merry Clangmas. And have a great stream. That's not bad, to be fair. Bob loots corpses, says Tenebrous. Oh, yes, so he does. Thank you, man. That means that we can actually create a spider farm if we wanted to. If turrets didn't still continue to shoot randomly at stuff even after it was dead. So that thing's actually working and functional. Should we try? We should go and get some uranium so we can try flying this thing properly, because I don't think it's got any in it. Or if it does, it's got rubbish all uranium in it. Oh, no, it's got enough in both reactors to be technically charging the batteries.
Yeah, well, we're at least going to go and take it for a spin.
Well, we tried to last time. It didn't work very well.
Yeah, well, that was a week ago. A week's a long time in Space Engineers.
All right, I'm going to discharge this. You need to... Actually, no, I need to make this the main cockpit, don't I?
Yeah.
There we go. Still says someone else is using the ship, but
right, well, I'll get out
and see if that helps. It still says someone else is using the ship even after you've got out. Now it says autopilot enabled. Good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I am not in control of this. That didn't take long. Bloody hell. Does it have a remote on it? It must do.
Does it? Let's see.
Yes, because you're using it to control the turret, surely.
No, it's got a second cockpit seat, but...
What? Oh, God. That didn't take long for something to go horribly wrong. Where's your...
Has it got enough lift to get off the ground? It should do, shouldn't it?
It does, yeah. No, I can't control it. That's the thing.
I'll get out then. You try it now.
No, it says autopilot enabled.
Wasn't that a bug a while ago?
Yeah, it was. This doesn't have a remote control block on it. How can it have autopilot enabled? Oh, dear. We have sorted the asynchrony, yes. For the most part, I think one of the Gatlings needs to be... No, in fact, the Gatlings don't need to be moved. I checked that they were level. No. She is symmetrical now. And looking good for it. I actually kept the front end off one design and the rear end off the other one, because for some reason it looked better that way around.
Oh, spid. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, they don't seem to bother about you if you're actually standing on a grid. The ones behind you are certainly bothering with you, Wedgie, but it's alright, I've got your back, literally.
Yeah.
And that one just wants to be over there.
Mortally wounded, so one moment, let me go and sort that out.
Okay, you might have to take the front cockpit. No, you can't, because the rear one's the one that controls the rotor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. So our hover vehicle doesn't work.
It seems that way.
I can play with Wedgie's rotor if I want, but that's about it.
Don't be playing with my rotor. I didn't give you permission.
It's starting to sound slightly dodgy. Backing away from the conversation. Yeah, it doesn't work at all. I just cannot control it from this seat.
Well, why don't we just take the turret off and see if it'll work then? And then we'll work something out after that.
But I wanted to go base raiding with it.
Well, we can go base raiding with it. We might just, have to use an actual turret rather than a mark one.
People who are wondering where Stalker is, it was due to come out yesterday. It's not today because today is for this, which means that the next opportunity for Stalker is tomorrow. As soon as you get in,
It drops out of the
drops
sky.
like a stone.
Okay.
Inertia tensor is on at the moment. I don't even get it. Right, I reckon the best choice here is for us to turn this ship off, leave it for the time being. Let's go and pursue other tasks.
What do you have in mind?
Do we want to keep? Well, we are probably lacking in materials, but let me whack down a couple of
We are
LCDs quickly.
certainly lacking in
Tim
materials.
set up. So let's get timer block, programming block, and so on. And what else am I going to want? A couple of LCDs. It's just such an easy way of seeing what resources you've got in comparison to searching through all the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So part of our plan tonight is to try and convert. I'm not sure if we're going to convert the platform itself, or whether we're going to try and. We might want to give it a go. I mean, in the end, it's a single player. It's an offline world, if you know what I mean. So it never does actually delete that stuff. Now a couple of LCDs. The clang in the hover thingy is incredibly strong. You're right, Ricky Yakumo. Thank you for the donation. For some reason, that thing is just not having it today.
What if I try flying it and then you?
When you get in, does it say, try getting in and into the main cockpit and see what happens? Because for me, I just got in there, and as soon as it's on, it says autopilot enabled, and you can't do anything.
Well, I'm in it. You want to try getting in the?
Is it
turret?
on?
It's on, yeah.
Let me just quickly set up. Where's Taldine's inventory? There it is. Or Taladin's, sorry. We just quickly set up our Tim programmer and so on.
It does seem to be lacking gyros or something, but
It's really not.
It feels like it is.
I know, I'm sure it does. But it's I promise you it's not.
Also, its foot's on sideways.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit the other way around. That's intentional. Default argument and yourself. Start, and then... Where are our LCDs there?
It's also saying power reserves are only going to last for 2 minutes.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry about that, man. That's absolutely fine.
All right, all right. I see no problems here.
There's absolutely no problems with that. We might have wanted to put on.
Yeah.
What do we call it? What do we call those things?
Batteries.
More reactors.
Oh.
No, because the problem is the batteries aren't charged.
Well, let's check out the reactors.
Right.
Yeah, the small reactors are pretty hopeless. Let's be honest.
They were just there to charge the batteries up.
Yeah, but you know,
I can't remember how to get it to do war and Ingus because I'm terrible.
It might as well be a freaking nuclear-powered Prius then. I mean, you know, I'm sure that the environmentalists would be scratching their head if that was a thing, but...
Okay, we're looking like our problems are nickel, silver, cobalt, and gold.
By the way...
Actually, no, primarily cobalt and gold. Ignoring platinum, obviously.
It's still not symmetrical at the back, you know.
Okay.
Well, if you come here... Oh, there you are. Okay, look here. And then look here.
Oh. It's a tiny differences. No one would even notice unless they're being picky now. Come on. That's nothing.
Isn't that what chat is? Just really
That's what
picky.
you are. That's what you are. Chat hadn't even noticed. They hadn't even got onto it yet. No.
Well, yeah, because chat
Wedgie
hadn't
giving me
seen it.
away. Fucking traitors. Supposed to give me away to chat.
Hey, since when have I been helpful to you and on your side?
Well, Spids. I saved you from the Spids recently as well, and you've just given me hate.
Well, you know.
Airborne Spid. Haha, I got you in the sky, full trick shot. Spid trick shots, that's what we were waiting for. Okay, it's symmetrical. Were we going to take it for a ride? Do we want to fill up on hydrogen and oxygen first? Probably do.
Oh, I'm good. If you want to go, we can go.
I don't have bottles with me.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. Not having the bottle.
Oh, thank you, Dave Lister. I knew that you could now do that with programming blocks. I wasn't aware of what the command was, but I will try and update that sort of time when we're not trying to get on with stuff. Oxygen bottle. Hydrogen bottle, thank you. What mods are we using? All of the mods. All of them.
Yeah. Are we ready?
I'm manning the cannon do wedgie. Doesn't even move up and down, dude.
It does. It does. You have to turn the DPI up a bit.
You have to turn the DPI up a bit. We are rolling over as we currently stand, aren't we?
A little, yeah. Because it's handling like a pig.
Yeah. Careful, careful. This is gonna break.
I can see death very soon. For
we need a lock for this rear thing. Whoa! What just exploded hard? Did we just miss a meteor?
I don't even know.
No, I think it got the meteor just right next to us. Wedgie.
I can't see any damage. I didn't see anything explode.
No, it's not that. It's our continual. Aha. Has that helped? I think the answer to that is yes.
I guess, yeah. Okay. Right, where are we going?
That has helped dramatically. I locked the turret.
Well, that would explain it. So
with our new fancy rotor lock.
That we totally haven't had before.
That we've never seen before, no, indeed.
This is completely unfamiliar territory for us.
We do need another reactor, and Wedgie also needs to be careful because some of these batteries are already running out.
Apparently we've got an hour's worth of fuel now. So it says.
Maybe.
Right, well, I'll take it back to base just because I don't trust it.
We've done a bit of a test flight. I mean, it's a shame the blooming turret doesn't work. You are a scary man still. It's a shame the turret doesn't work, because otherwise, I think the profile of it, I think it looks like a cool little craft.
Oh shit, I think we're going to
crash. I was about to say you were a scary man. You are... Wedgie.
No, that took a while before I died.
I didn't even get a blueprint of that. Git.
Are we going to have a sudden, unexpected...
No, we're not.
Oh. Well, I guess we're back to square one.
Not quite square one, but you are an arse. You want to come and fly over our... Where are we?
I don't even know where we
Not
were.
even that close to the bloody base! Oh, for God's sake. And the spiders launching themselves at me from nowhere. Whee! What are they even doing? It's alright, that'll cheer me up a bit. There's mad, crazed spiders all over the place. There's a fair portion of it intact, and then there's a lot of it that isn't. There's no way I can carry the parts for this.
Paint it pink.
It's out of range.
Yeah, well, we do have a mobile Bob, don't we?
Yeah, well then you feel free to bring it over to me.
Hopefully I won't crash this either.
I don't remember that handling particularly well.
Well, it handles better than that.
Yeah.
There we go.
You say that. It handled better than that all the while it was empty.
Well, then I guess we'll see how it does now.
We saw that last stream.
Well, that was...
It can't take much cargo, basically.
That was an eternity ago in Space Engineers terms. You might have to set up the Bob, though, because reasons.
Okay. He's on, and he's got a grind colour.
Well,
and he's on fly mode. Well,
it's been a bit funky, is all I'll say.
It's not working, is what you mean.
No, it's not working, is it?
You didn't turn the power off or something?
Oh, it's definitely powered up, because the turret's
You can
moving.
see a list of stuff to dismantle, and it's on grind before... Oh, there we go. Was that you?
I don't even know what that was, I was just looking at it.
I turned it on and off.
Oh.
And that seems to have made it catch up on what's going on. We should probably empty these reactors if... Well, I can't even get at it.
Well, at least we'll never know now if it's symmetrical or not. Because it definitely isn't.
I
after
had made it symmetrical. Just in time for you to crash the blooming thing at the start of the stream.
Well, you should have made it handle better.
No, what I should have done is known better when you said, so shall I fly it then?
Well, you couldn't fly it. You physically couldn't fly it.
I know, which should have given it away. It should have been the answer then. Should have been, you know what? Let's just not fly it. Let's get on with other stuff.
Well, then we're not flying it. It's just a bit more final this time. Multiple paths lead to the same result.
Did lose some power cells in that, though. And whatever Wedgie sent flying through the ground. But, yeah.
Well, you know what they say, easy come, easy go.
I'm in my seat. Should we go and mine some uranium while we're at it?
Yeah, where is the uranium again?
You should have in your GPS. Well, let me copy you it again. There you go.
Oh, there it is, damn mine. Behind us, okay.
Life with Wedgie is, if nothing, always interesting. If at times a little fruitless.
Only a little. At least, you know, this has had plenty of time to charge.
Yes, we're using the build and repair system to mine, pick up stuff for us. That was the point of this little vehicle. It's just... Again, it's just not got enough thrust, really.
Got plenty of thrust.
We did upgrade it a bit by the end of last stream, but yeah. You say it's got plenty of thrust. Got plenty of thrust.
Powers might be an issue.
Oh, power's the problem. Either way, it's lacking in effective thrust, then we'll call it.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that. Well, Grove's given it here, but, you know. Right. We down. Good.
Right, let's go find some stuff. Have you got the order data on? Is my broadcasting on? There we go. What have they done to the icons?
What icons?
The ore icons.
I don't know, they look fine to me.
And now they've... Yeah. Yeah, they might look fine to you. They do not look fine to me. This might be a byproduct of the res I'm running in.
Well, if that isn't a first world problem, I don't know what is.
Look at that.
Boo-hoo, my icons don't work because I'm running at like fucking 12k here.
Not 12k.
Well, in any case, it's a higher resolution than most of us players are running
fuck.
at. Do we need a first aid kit right now?
You know when I said it wasn't 12k?
Yeah.
It is 5,120 by 2,880. AKA well above 4k.
So it's nearly 12k then.
I had turned it up for screenshot purposes and forgotten.
Out of interest, are these screenshots being used in the thumbnail? You know, the tiny little thing that's like 400 by 200
yeah.
pixels
I
or
then
whatever.
also used the screenshot size multiplier as well to record them at like some ridiculously high thing.
Does that not seem a little redundant to you, given that most people will only see the thumbnail being tiny little thing on the YouTube list?
Okay, I can now see what the icons say. And the game's also running a bit smoother, weirdly.
Well,
it wasn't running badly, given I was streaming. I mean, what the hell? Did we ever actually find our way down to the uranium? I don't think we did.
We've got a tunnel down here.
Oh, there was a second tunnel, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh no, you've gone down this way, I see. What are you? Magnesium again, here you are.
And Bob isn't actually picking anything up.
We're probably too far away at this point.
It's a range of, what, 75 meters, isn't it?
Yeah, but how is that calculated? Is that...
I don't even know.
That 75 meters in all directions, or is it 75 meters total? Are you sure he's not picking it up? I think he is. He's just doing it slowly, man.
All right, well, go.
Because I'm seeing stuff getting picked up off the floor. That I'm picking stuff up, and stuff next to it is disappearing as well.
Okay, it's picking up ice. That's what it's doing.
Yeah. Because there's ice in amongst all the uranium as well. You should be able to change the priorities for it.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that then. Right, so I'll turn the ice off, yeah?
It's not even a humble brag so much as, like, in the end, I've turned it down, and I'm still not getting particularly high FPS.
That's a bummer. You can't.
It just doesn't make any difference. Oh, can you not? You can't prioritize ice away.
I think it counts as an ore, so yeah.
No worries. That just means we just have to be. There's spots where we can drill here where there's no ice and just uranium comes out.
Okay.
Or at least minimize the ice as best we can. You know. Be good to have a good supply of uranium to stop power concerns for a bit.
Well, it's kind of a shame that they still didn't, you know, give us the... What was it? The, you know, internal combustion engines. I mean, how long have they been teased?
Yeah, but what would you power them with?
Ice.
Power your internal combustion engine with ice?
Well,
that's not an internal combustion engine at that point. That's a hydrogen fuel cell, isn't it?
Well, regardless,
it's a different thing.
they made it work like an engine, basically. It still had pistons going up and down.
It's not a small grid one, Mr. Texfire. It is a large grid, Bob. Because fucking Wedgie is involved, and therefore, of course, this ship has got a upside-down rotor with large ship ore detector and large ship interior turrets on it, and a large ship Bob. It is doing it. You got to be careful we don't overload your ship, by the way, as I said.
All right. Well, do you want to go back and unload now, then?
We've probably got enough for the time being.
All right.
And then, yeah, we can start working on our large ship, I think. Just go straight for that. I might build, like, a very small wheeled buggy to go looking for nickel or something. We got a couple of resources we're still missing, and I don't want to build another flying one because that uses the resources we're needing. I'm thinking something super simple, doesn't need much power. Large Bob is best Bob, says Ganado. And he is right. Let me get into my seat of win. There we go. I am perched.
One more.
In my large ship passenger seat. Swanky. I love how we're using 100% power before we've even taken off. Oh, a little bit of lacking in the old side direction. Might want to be careful with that one. What's that, one each direction at the moment?
It's good enough. It's good enough. This is.
I know. I'm just saying.
Arrow. We're fine.
Don't tilt.
Oh.
Wedgie, you've already crashed one ship this stream, and it wasn't even your one.
Well, then now I'll take extra care because it is mine. I drive things like the stolen. Remember, part of my heritage.
That's because most of the time they are.
Exactly.
Nab someone's ship and run off with it. Oh, I'm borrowing this. Oh, it's broken. Like, I can't remember this. I seem to remember there being a little fighter in a certain game that just disappeared and then came back half broken, and then there was a time where Boris went off and he came back half broken. I don't know. There's a bit of a theme going on here, I'm thinking.
Hey, I'm not the one that broke Boris. That was Tex.
Fair. That might have been. You are missing pretty hardcore.
Shut up. This thing's hard to fly. I can't use proper third person because then it just clips me back into the cockpit with the camera.
But that is a downside of the
the multi-grids.
The multi-grid, like, especially, I think if you're going to do a multi-grid, if you can hang it underneath rather than putting it above behind you,
Well,
you want to go right. Right. Not far now, a bit more. You're lined up
left.
in every other way. Yeah, yes, in which case,
it's
yeah.
not locking.
Right is the direction you need to go. It's probably the same thing.
It's wigging out. It's wigging out. Oh,
right.
God.
There, you passed it. You went too hard right. Too much
Do you
right.
want to do it? Do you want to do it? Because I think we're desynced.
I don't want to do it, but yes,
you're doing
we
it.
are clearly desynced. Spiders are coming to join us. Hello, Spids. Yay! Look, they can reach me if they try really hard. Wow,
Oh,
your tilt gyro force is just like non-existent at this point, isn't it?
I'm aware. I'm also rubber banding like a yo-yo.
That's how everyone likes it, though. If you're going to rubber band, like a yo-yo, it's good quality rubber band, you know?
I guess.
Right, let's be careful and not unlock anything that I don't want to. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do either. Switch lock, please. Oh, come on, Space Engineer. Let me put switch lock on the bar. You'd be weird like that. Okay.
Is switch lock on the bar? No.
Not for me, apparently.
Oh.
Crappy Spids. Where you at? You there? Get shot. Anyone else? I see you. It's a shame. It's a shame you can't turn the Spids up. You can turn the Meteors up, but they're just like the least interesting opposition you could possibly think of. But you can't turn the Spids up. Is it Meteor time?
I think so. Meteors that I can't see.
Ah, you don't need to see the Meteors.
You see this?
Recon
this
detail. That Bob Miner's reactors aren't powered, and keep up the great streams. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for the donation. We'll get some power in there ASAP. Apparently, the reactors on your Bob are not powered.
I know they lack power, unfortunately. I'll see to that though. We've got like 163 ingots right now, so I'm gonna take a few of them.
Yeah, just slap them in. Slap them in. We should have plenty of uranium at this point. That should not be a concern. So I think I'm going to start taking apart the top of this ship, to be honest.
So
because of how we've got the thing hooked in, we really need to get rid of that.
I know. But we could just have that thing snaking out and leave it like that for no apparent reason other than to be ugly.
I'm not looking necessarily for an ugly ship, but I am looking for a ship that's sort of not designed, if you know what I mean.
Nice guess, but you know.
But here's a thought. How about if I grab some steel plates and some interior plate? Yeah, that should mean I can build what I need. This is the floor level, isn't it? Yeah.
It's about a floor level.
You'll see.
Okay then. Just be careful with the landing gear, else we might be totally stuck.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut the landing gear off yet.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. We'll have to. In order to attach it properly, we might have to do it later. But for now, I'm not going to. I'm just thinking, turn this into more of a platform for now.
Okay.
So remove the blocks that are making it currently as a sort of shell. Turn this basic section into more of a platform sort of shape. And that can be our sort of land basis for the main vessel as we go.
Well, if you think that'll do the job, then yeah, I'll give you a hand painting it pink. At least I think I've got the right shade of pink.
113, 100, 100.
Oh, that's probably it then. Okay. 113.
313, sorry. 313. What the other? That's the ignore color I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
We're not necessarily going for a scrap heap spaceship look. I just feel like let's not design this one. Both me and Wedgie can get very, very caught up in greebling and designing on ships and so on. Yeah. I'm thinking this one, let's just let it fly and let's just build on it as needed and not have a plan and see what it looks like at the end. It could be really cool. The turn up is designed by purpose, you know.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never done a junker ship yet, so
I think it's an interesting approach.
I will say, oh shit, I painted the turret pink.
Get the ammo out of it and... Oh, actually, no, let's leave it for the time being. No, too late.
Never mind.
We do need that as Meteors, dude. The sun's down for the time being, so we should be alright.
We'll be fine until morning, and then death comes.
I should also, as mentioned, get a small ship up for just basic travel to and forth from resources, unless we use the miner for it still.
Well, there's nothing all that wrong with the miner.
Someone,
you know,
it's just that someone does need to go and find us some of the missing materials. No, we got iron and gold and silver right next to the base. What we're missing is nickel.
You see, that's odd, because nickel's usually one of the most common ores. It might just be because it's an alien planet.
I'm not complaining, because it means that we've got the rare one and not the rest, you know, but at the same time...
But then again, you know, because, like I said, it just might be different ore deposits on this planet, and you might not have that much nickel. That might be the rare one even.
I have no idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, who actually goes to an alien
normally
planet?
You don't do. Normally you say screw the alien planet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no real reason to come here unless you like getting eaten by spiders.
Let's not greeble, says Lucas Massey. And somewhere a Texfire is twitching hard right now. Can't take it. Dear. I think this ship can have its own special kind of greebling. Have you painted the battery pink? You are a bad man.
I don't.
Why are you painting all of our cargo and stuff pink?
Wait, shit. Did I paint it?
Wedgie, you've painted the whole cargo network pink. You painted everything pink.
Let's not paint
the programming blocks are down. The cargo's down. Where the? What happened to the cargo that was in that box? Wedgie, I wasn't even on that side of the ship. There is no way it was me.
Okay.
I was removing this bit of wall over here. Wedgie.
I might have accidentally clicked shift middle mouse at some point and not noticed. Maybe. It looks like I think we've still got most of the stuff. I think.
Okay. I need to retitle this series. And I should have known this all along. Actually, the biggest threat isn't the spiders, it isn't the meteors, it isn't any of that crap. It's fucking Wedgehog.
You are a fool for thinking otherwise.
You killed Tim.
I've killed Tim.
You killed Tim, bro. Poor fella. It's alright, Tim. We'll build you again. He didn't mean it. I don't think he meant it. If he had meant it, I think he would have done it like more obviously with malice.
Well, shouldn't that be scary for when I am feeling malicious? I just kill things by being nearby. I like the Space Engineers Punisher or something. Just end anything.
Sounds just awful.
It does. Oh, hold on a minute. Why have you painted the refinery pink?
Okay, that might have been me. Quick, paint it a different colour. No, no, Tim, no, Bob, no. Oh my god.
What's this relative dampening override cleared called? I don't get it. Are we dead? Are we screwed?
I don't know. My game's completely locked up.
Okay, I think we might be screwed.
I literally can do nothing at this point.
I guess we're taking an early be right back then.
It didn't like something that happened there. Fucking hell.
It's turned into treacle for me now. So.
Hey, you can move. I can't do anything.
I can move, yes, but
I can hear noises, but on my end, nothing
either.
is happening. Like there's sound effects.
Yeah, I've got the spinny circles, and I can move, but I can't actually do anything.
Oh yeah, that means that you on the client end you're still moving around and so on, but the server's not responding to any of it.
Yeah, so you crashed. Good job.
Uncooperative Survival 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Give that man a cookie. Right. I guess you're going to have to kick it and reload. Maybe.
I can't even escape. We are in an Alt F4 scenario, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, Alt F4 is risky because half the time Steam thinks it's still running even when you do Alt F4. And then
if it makes you feel any better, Alt F4 isn't working either. Let's see if I can get the task manager up.
So it's going to a Control Alt Delete now.
Actually, no, a Control Shift Escape. Thank you very much.
Oh well, screw you and your fucking modern ways.
My fancy methods. Yeah.
You make me sick.
The uncooperating thing. Oh, Billy, that's good.
So, has everyone had a good weekend?
Yes, how are you all going?
We haven't had a toilet in this house for a good few days, but it's finally working again.
That's not a great one.
No, it's not great. I came in the other day.
I don't want to know.
And it was just sitting on the landing in the corner. And I was not expecting it, so I was, you know... a bit of a shock, as you can imagine.
Do we reckon that this is actually loading? Oh. Hello. Control Shift Escape is the quick keybind that takes you straight to Task Manager rather than via the lock screen. Okay, the world is back up, Mr. Hog. You would care.
Mr. Hog. I like that. Okay.
You care to join me for the pinkening?
If anything, loading in now, we might not have pinked him. Or we might have just pinked him.
I don't know. Let's go and have a look. Is Tim pink? Tim is not pink. We are escaped from the pinkening.
Everything worked out in the end.
And then just stay the hell away from that shift button. Just don't even think about the shift button. It's not worth it. Don't even curl that little finger up. Get it away.
I like curling my little finger up. It scares the shit out of many people when I do that. Right. Here's a problem. I've lost the hydrogen bottles.
There's more in the box.
Oh, good.
I can feel that little finger itching. It wants to go. It wants to press.
You're right. It really is.
It's worth noting that this is what happens if you put all of your key bindings on the same keys.
Yeah.
Like your key bindings for moving faster, your key bindings for moving spectator mode, your key bindings for all sorts of crap are on the same keys. This battery up here is apparently disconnected.
Oh, is it?
I might try and push it off the top if I can, because that'd be funny. Help me, Wedgie.
I'm trying. Hang on.
No, same side. Same side. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think it is.
Yay! I ride it down and then get crushed by it? No. Hey! Alright.
So, Speaking of batteries, this is a bit of a segue. Have you heard that Mr. Elon Musk wants to stick a Tesla in a rocket and then send it into orbit around Mars?
Yes, but let's be really clear. Elon Musk is a moron.
Oh,
The guy is a fucking lunatic. It's just like some of the stuff he said he's managed to get away with some of it somehow. But the guy is a lunatic.
He's basically me if I was a millionaire. So,
Did I leave my helmet on purpose? Yes, we're on the alien planet.
I do wonder though.
You cannot breathe the atmosphere here, I do not believe.
I think actually the oxygen is very low.
Yes, this hurts.
The oxygen is very low, so if we did put a vent on something, then set it to depressurize, we should.
Okay, so we're
be able to get some.
Do you want to take off the connection mechanism, and one of us should go searching for nickel with the miner, while the other one builds a new connection on the back that's in a more sensible height?
Well, it'd probably be safe for the base if I was the one that left, so I'll do that.
Go find nickel.
Okay. Farewell, Mr. Space.
Goodbye. I'd like to say you'd be missed, but that would be a lie.
That would be a lie, wouldn't it?
Yes, this gives me a nice opportunity to sort out the god-awful mess that is how some of this stuff down here is laid out. Just left over from how it was all built in originally. Can I not see the reactor in here? Oh, I can. It's got loads in it.
I was going to say, if it could be buried in all that spaghetti tubing that we
I was just thinking that I could remove the reactor and put it somewhere more sensible as part of this particular maneuver.
Oh, yeah.
Just needs a bit of emptying.
I think the most common trio of ore deposits is going to be uranium, magnesium, and silver.
It does look that way,
silicon.
which is really weird, but yeah.
Well, I guess, like wood is a very rare commodity on Mars. In fact, so rare it doesn't exist. The nickel is
No.
the rare commodity here.
Wood is all over the place. Those trees still produce wood, even though they don't look like they should.
What trees on Mars?
Where is the anti-meteor gun? Yes, I'll be getting it up soon. Never fear.
Oh, I found nickel. What else is there? Magnesium.
Okay, so let's get the bobs up. Turn you off, set you up to have grind color 313, 100, and enemy. Okay, and do you want to fly as well? Where's your? There you go. Fly, grind full weld.
Well, I might have had a bit of an accident landing on the nickel.
Edgy.
I was trying to be careful, okay, but I wasn't careful enough, and I might have just taken out one of the batteries and both of its reactors, as well as one of the vector thrusters in one of its directions.
Oh fuck! What do you need me to bring you?
I don't know. I'll be all right. He says as he's crashing. Oh god, my backpack's fallen off.
Wedgie.
Hang on. I'm trying to paste you the GPS coordinates. I very nearly pasted you a link to my stream. Right, where is it?
You can't use Space Master to find people because they're all under the blooming ground.
There you go.
Like it shows up spiders as well. direction? Wow, you're miles away as well, man. Fucking hell.
Hang on, I might be able to flip this thing over and come back with what's left of me.
No, there's a... I can't be... Sorry, I can't be worrying about that at the moment.
Hey, we're back in the air. That's good. Alright.
We got a bit lucky there.
What, with me or with you?
With the meteors that just missed the base. That we didn't have a turret up for. Strangely enough, I was distracted by something. I can't think what. Can't think what, Mr. Wedgie.
A mystery to us all. Never mind. Shit happens. And I forgive you for it.
Ah, well, it's up. And we didn't lose anything, so in reality, there's no big problem there. Right, cryo chamber was where I was at. It does look like you have put that ship out of commission fairly well there, Mr. Wedge.
It's still flying, but it's just lost its important bits, basically the stuff that made it useful.
Okay, good.
Like the rotor popped off and the bob and everything went with it.
Yeah, I did see. Well, at least I need to worry a bit less about designing a connection point that makes sense for that thing, I suppose.
I guess we could build something a bit more bespoke
Something that
for
has
whatever it
a
is we're building
underneath
now.
connection point instead.
Yeah. Oh well, at least we found the nickel.
Yeah, I suppose.
That is the one good thing to come of all of this. I was trying to land it and mine it, but yeah, it didn't end crispy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what's up now?
Well, I have... Nothing's up. I need to rebuild the reactor is the only thing I haven't rebuilt yet.
So we've got no actual power generation, okay.
No, we had batteries. The batteries were not unfueled.
I said generation? Ugh. Okay, that'll do, I guess.
Well, I was thinking of having this thing... Like, if you look at it currently, I was thinking of like having this at one side of what would be the next portion, which is to build a runway for us to land on, down one side of this thing. Make it slightly asymmetrical so this isn't in the runway, so you can land on the runway from either direction. Have the runway travel the whole length of the ship, you know? I think that'll make it a lot easier for us to use in the long run. So the next idea really would be to... In fact, I probably should put this on this side.
I still think it's pretty brave to, think that we can land planes on this while it's flying. No, I will say, I think
it's hilarious.
I think we should be dangerous, right? And I think we should rotor mount the thrusters.
No.
Just so we save on the resources.
No, we just crashed a ship with rotors on it because the rotors were acting really funny and not doing what you'd want them to do in that scenario. I am not about to open ourselves up to doing the same thing again.
Well, what does chat say?
No, they don't get to have a say.
Why don't they get to have a say? They're the ones that are investing.
They say all sorts of crap.
What's wrong with chat saying crap? No, the public gets what the public wants. I've got not one nothing that society's got.
Wedgie, why is half the base pink?
I didn't paint half the base pink this time.
You say that, I've just turned around and half the base is pink when I've been placing blocks for the last 10 minutes. There is no way that that was me. I've been placing them, and my block is blue.
I shouldn't be trusted with Bob. Or anything.
yeah. Wedgie should just not be trusted with things, I think is what we're picking up here. Wedgie is not good with things.
I'm not good with anything, let's be fair.
Did you cut our ramp off for getting on and off as well?
Well, it was kind of getting in the way.
Of what? Getting in or off?
I suppose. I thought you wanted it gone.
No, I left the hole there intentionally. So that we could, you know, get up into our ship and stuff when needed. Now I've been killed by... I don't think I was killed by a spid, actually. My health dropped in a way that was very unspid-like and very much like I was being shot by someone.
No, it was definitely a spid because I'm
definitely,
shooting down.
yeah. Yeah, I can tell that you're at that angle you're shooting. You definitely wouldn't have accidentally clipped the friendlies during.
Hey,
no.
Look, I've got proof. I've got proof that I didn't shoot you. Okay.
My corpse is empty as well. You've already... No, Bob's looted.
Bob's looted you.
Well.
At least he's efficient.
At least lucky escape from that one.
I think we should.
I can't afford to be dead because if I'm dead, I can't check constantly for if whether or not you've painted the rest of the base pink while I've been gone. Having a go.
Should agree to disagree on the base painting pink thing because, like, I don't know. I don't even know what's happening.
Because raisins. To-do list: make a wedge cage. Quite like that. To do, push wedge off ship.
I still say we use rotors on, you know, thrusters for flight because I don't think we've got enough resources, or even close to having enough resources to have, you know, thrusters in each direction. Because if this thing's going to have wings,
then we'll get them.
We just need big thrusters to get this thing in the air, swing them round, lock them, and yeah, we'll be fine. And then just have them on.
No, because in reality, we just need big thrusters to get it in the air, and then we really don't need much thrusters to get her moving in a straight line, because she's not going to decelerate after she's moving, because we won't have much in the way of slowing thrusters either. So we could only have a couple of thrusters on the back if we needed to begin with.
Okay. Let's see if I have a horizon lock script.
That would be real helpful.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, there's some things that I haven't seen in ages, like easy automation, rotorless graphical radar, and precise timers.
Old school.
Hmm.
I don't got interior plate on me. Quentin Tubb, you can shut the hell up. That's not cool, bro. I'm not going to tell you what he says.
Is he sticking up for me?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. That is not what he's doing.
Oh.
That is not the problem.
What's a gravity aligner script doing in here? I don't ever remember subscribing to that. Yeah, I don't think that there is a...
We'll find one.
What's this? Oh, marker script decommissioned. I don't even know what half these things are.
Clear out your crap, Mr. Wedgehog. Not that
That's rich coming from you,
Yeah,
mate. I've seen
well.
your blueprints list.
Just, everything's fine.
I can't seem to find it, but I do remember at some point there was a script that used autopilot to keep your ship level with the horizon, and it came out just as planets came out because, well, it was basically autopilot for a planet.
No, I know the one. To be fair, I'm sure by next stream we could have something sorted out that would provide us with that sort of functionality.
That would be pretty handy.
Cool guys in the community that have knowledge of scripting.
I mean, that is the thing. If you're into building planes like me and Wasted are, and it's got an interior, you can point it in the general direction of where you want to go, activate that script, and you can walk around on your plane and do other things while it takes you there. Such as Space Engineers now, that you can actually walk around on a small grid or...
Yeah, that much at least does work, yeah. Oops. I should have pressed T a very long time ago.
So, what do you want me to do now that I've broken all of our toys?
Mine.
Mine?
Yes.
Well, this is something that I can...
No.
You're building your thing, aren't you?
I'm building a vehicle to come and help collect once the mining is underway. Okay. But yes, you need to go and redeem yourself.
I don't want to redeem myself. I like being an arse. I'm the useful villain.
No, but that's not been the case tonight. Tonight you've just fucking derped a couple of ships into the ground and attempted to cut off part of the base. At least once. Debatable how many times, but at least once.
Well, I'm pretty sure you've tried as well.
I think I've tried too, yes. I've given it my best. Fortunately, I managed to crash the game not long after having done so.
Well, yeah, you've got that as your scapegoat, and jammy get.
We saved you from it as well with that. Don't you try and give me the hate. You also got saved from it, so no.
Fine, I'll give you that one. I mean, I resent it, but you're right on that front.
Did I really build a wheel upside down? Come on, Wasted. Build like that. That's not acceptable. You've placed enough wheels by now, I'm sure. Meteor storm.
Oh, good job. You got a turret up for us, so it shouldn't be that dangerous.
Yeah, it should be set up okay as well, so...
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Turret's doing the job. Sort of.
Oh wow, this thing's a lot nippier than it was.
You say this thing?
Well, the lifting body for the detector and that. But, well,
fucking spiders!
Have fun with them. I'm going to get the nickel that you so desperately want.
No, that's fine. In the time it takes me to switch to the right toolbar to get the weapons out, I can already be dead. And then by which point, Bob has already nicked the resources I was carrying. Bob, come now.
Does it make you feel any better if I told you I was like a mile away when it happened? So,
it does, actually. No, it does. It legitimately does.
Because I'm a mile away from you, therefore I can't inflict pain.
It cannot have been Wedgie in any shape or form. It's just he is free from this particular occasion. Right, where was I? I was busy building the thing until spiders came in at my face. About time the spiders did something threatening, to be fair. they have been, as a whole, a little disappointing. Okay, let's get... Alright. Yes, hello, Mr. Spid. You're stuck under the vehicle, aren't you? You can get shot. Anyone else? There's normally 3. No. Okay. And then a connector for the back here. Come on. Cool. Now then. Ooh. What's up with you, friend?
Okay, this is a problem.
What do you mean, okay, this is a problem? I don't like hearing that from you, Wedgie.
It's not a big... It's not like a catastrophic problem, but it's an irritant, to say the least. Because I don't have a ore detector on this, I can't see where the nickel is precisely. I know it's in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, we had an ore detector once.
We did, didn't we? It's a shame what happened to that.
I can't remember where it went. Must have
Definitely
gone somewhere.
not rolling down a mountainside as we speak. Along with the Bob.
Nah, it doesn't sound right. That'd be an unfortunate end for it. Why on earth would we go for that? As men who are in control of our destiny, I can't believe that would be a thing.
There is no fate but what we make for ourselves and whatnot.
What?
I don't know.
You're going all weird on me, Mr. Wedgie.
You just said, you know, we're in control of our destiny.
Yeah, but still.
I thought it was, you know, fitting to go a bit Terminator. Or something. Oh wait, no, never mind. I found the nickel.
Spiders busy launching themselves to space. Always good to see. Keep themselves busy, you know. Want to keep active. Oh, hey, friends.
It's always nice to have
Some of
a
you
hobby.
survived. Just about. Off. Ah, git. Have they made the blooming spids like nastier or something? Because they are killing me really quick tonight.
This is funny because they're not really bothering me. You just must have a thing for the host.
Got a thing for me right now.
Yeah.
Oh, screw it. I'm getting in my cockpit. My little scarab.
Are you
She's
just
going
going
to
to
look
sit in
pretty
there?
cool when she's done. I'm just going to sit in there, yeah, because I need to go for a quick bio, so I'm going to go find Wedgie. Be over here. Oh, see? What did I tell you? Guilty party.
You see what Wedgie has found, though.
Wedgie has found the nickel.
The nickel that someone's been, you know, whinging for about a week or so.
Yeah, we could use it to rebuild the ships we spent all the nickel on. Back in a second.
It's nice how things work out in the end, isn't it?
I get to swing the hammer immediately on my return. That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
You don't normally get that sort of luxury. That's pretty sweet.
I'm surprised.
Am I still alive?
Be...
I am. Spids are awaiting, of course. He says as one of them dives out of the sky and then plunges through the surface of the Earth, because apparently it's ended its bury animation from like 20 feet up. The thing with the spiders at the moment as well is it'd be lovely if I could just turn the turrets on and let turrets deal with it, but they'll continue to shoot corpses until they run out of ammo, because that game that we all like.
Have you told, you know, the people at Keen about this, or?
I haven't told the people at Keen about it, no.
Oh. You'd think that they'd have noticed by now.
You see, I signed up for an early access game, which means I have to accept some bugs and problems with it. I didn't sign up to test it for them. That wasn't part of the agreement. The agreement was that some things can change. The agreement was not, I have to submit all the bugs I see in order to get them fixed. You do have to assume a certain level of willingness to correct certain issues.
Well, that's your problem, you're making assumptions.
I suppose there is that argument. Okay, what else do I want to do with this? I want to get some more hydrogen as well. Hey, Bard! Bard, my considerate moderator. Oh, and Tex is in chat as well. Is that Tex? No, it's not. No, it is. It is Tex. Sabroid car doesn't move very far. Spids want to make love to it, but it doesn't respond a little bit. Indifferent love, interest, Sabroid car. Thank you. You're a strange boy, Tex. I'm looking forward to having you back. Save me from this fucking Wedgehog. Or at least share the pain.
I think it'll definitely be sharing the pain.
Either way.
I will say though, this is the first week I've acted up in quite a while. So,
acted up? I like it. You heard it here first, Wedgie is acting up. I wouldn't call it acting up. I don't believe you intended to do any of the actions this evening. Just
calamity follows.
Unfortunate consequences of yeah. Okay, what's Small Ship Bob look like? Ooh, nice size.
It's tiny, but it's a bit crap. They've only got a range of 25 meters.
Don't need much. Small Ship Bob should have gone on the rear here, shouldn't it, really?
Very soon, though, I should be bringing back a hell of a lot of nickel for you. And then Wedgie's redemption will have happened.
Ish.
I've just got to make it back is all, I guess.
Ish. Spids are after me again.
Oh, there's something new.
Might want to build ourselves some better guns when we get the opportunity, to be honest.
Do we have the engineer's toolkit?
I can't remember. Maybe?
Oh, I think we should do. I mean, it's one of your favourite toys.
Yeah, but it doesn't work well in survival. Because actually, it just doesn't work well at the moment at all. It's got fucking wiggly broken arms, you know?
Well, you know, they're just animations. Didn't SE have that for quite a while you were recording a certain something or other?
Yeah, and we despised it. Like, just massively, and it still bugs me to this day.
Well, you know, this is hardly a machinima.
Sorry, what? You see, once again, the Wedgehog, he just doesn't commit.
What do you mean I'm not committing?
Trying to make something beautiful, and he's not there. He's not with it.
What's the storyline right now?
The storyline is, oh fuck, there's spiders and a wedgie.
Well, you see, I'm not so sure, because I think I missed my script.
Well, that's where you're wrong. You see, it's not scripted. It never was. It's improv, bro. Improv from the heart.
Right. If you say so. God, that thing looks weird.
I think it looks kind of interesting. I mean, it's weird. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of interesting. Just sort of a different evolution again of that sort of survival mode design that I've done a number of times. But
I was gonna say, it almost looks a bit General B.
yeah, well, it's not General B because the General B in the end was influenced off of the design I did for the Planet Survival Guide.
And it was still terrible.
No, because the Planet Survival Guide one's okay. The General B, I was trying to give it a bit more of an actual character to it. Yeah, exactly. And the end result of that was it drove like shit. This, however, should be okay. Tex reckons we're after outer large steel tubes. He may well be right, judging by the behaviour of that vehicle there at the moment. Tim, I don't think it's set up to queue things for us.
We need cobalt.
No, we just need to make some large steel tubes. They don't even need cobalt, they're just iron ingots.
Oh.
I said, it's just that Tim's not set up yet. There you go. And eventually, Bob will wake up and go, oh yeah, you've got parts for that now. Come on, Bob, you can do it. Anytime now. Anytime now.
If Bob's on his lunch break, leave him alone.
Where do we want to stick our lights?
We've already given him hell tonight. Should leave him alone, really.
What are these things missing? Or are they not? No, they're not. Cool. Bob's just not interested in that wheel for some reason. The tubes are there, he's building other things, but he does not give a damn about that one wheel. Alright, Sarah Scout. Your rover could do with an anti-wheelie bar. Nah, it's never going to wheelie. It has an anti-wheelie bar in the form of a pair of gyros, is my thinking.
That's just lame. The anti-wheelie bars looked stupid, but they did add a certain character to things.
I don't care. I'm not interested in a character at this point. I'm interested in something that fucking works and doesn't, like, give us any hassle. Because, to be honest, we have had, like, none of our vehicles have survived Wedge.
No, that's
I wanted
true.
something that was going to be relatively straightforward, that would just, you know, limit it to relatively low speed and just then not lose it.
I wonder how long your patience will last with low speed, Mr. Almost Clarkson.
What about? I don't know. Leave me alone.
Anyway, our nickel problem has been solved.
Good boy.
Do I get a cookie now?
Yes. In fact, you can have two.
Oh wow, I'm being spoiled tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Just grab yourself a couple from the jar. Well done. You done good. No, I don't know where the jar is.
Do you want this battery on discharge out of interest? The one on the base?
I'm not bothered.
Because it's completely flat and we've got a
That's not
nuclear
very
reactor
helpful.
running.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. You, my friend, have a handbrake. And then perhaps we set our wheels up. They're not all going to want steering, but now I'll leave it. Let's get ourselves some more sensors. What are these default settings they're giving us these days? This is damping of 90. What planet are you on? Seriously.
Well, it is keen.
I know,
I'm really surprised.
Sensible default. Sensible default for fucking what? What are you driving that has those as sensible defaults? Seriously.
Probably a Rolls Royce.
Something that weighs a billion blooming kilograms is what it would need to be for that to make any sense. They've got everything just cranked up way too high. So yeah, we just need to isolate those middle wheels, and in theory they should be those two. Kill the steering. Nice. She works, Wedgehog.
Good for you. I'm sure you're very proud.
Well, and relatively confident as well, to be fair. Like, hey, look, a design I've built like loads of times before works. This one just had slightly more crabby arms than normal.
That's good then.
Because everyone likes crabby arms.
Watch out for the meteor storm.
We should be prepped for that.
Okay. Sounds like you're not.
That's what happens with when your drink collides with your pop filter.
This is not the first time this has happened, is it?
No, it is. Pop filter's an unusual one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you that. But how wet is your lap then?
Middling.
Middling. Well, at least it didn't get the keyboard, I suppose.
It's been wetter. This one probably doesn't require like a full change of clothes.
Okay. Well, that's a plus, I suppose. In all the time you've been streaming and recording now, you're slightly better at not spilling beer all over yourself. You deserve a cookie for that one.
Yeah, it's only like one leg. Yeah, as it goes, that could have been a lot worse. I have to admit, I was saved primarily by the fact that the drink in question was basically empty.
So you saved yourself on a technicality is what you're saying?
Completely. Speaking of blue crab, I don't want to leave this blue. This is...
Yeah, it's kind of gross. That's not much better.
Give me a moment, Wedgie.
You want me to paint it for you? We both know what you're like when it comes to painting.
I'm going camo. We're going earth camo, even though this is a white planet.
I was going to say this might not be... Yeah.
I'm going to go orky camo. How about that? Where do you paint the ship?
That lasted, what, all of 30 seconds?
I don't know what the... I can't paint things. I'm just awful.
Alright, I'm going to paint it pink.
I will murder you.
Right, what colours do you want it really?
Well, let's pick ourselves some colours. What colour is our mission here? I mean, I like going with the Junker theme, to be honest. So should we go with some, like...
Brown.
Some metal-y colours and then mix it in with, like, some sort of browns and greens?
Oh god, what are you doing?
I was putting a couple of extra blocks on, but I might have, by running into the wheel, be causing further problems.
Yeah, you could say that. Right, how's that as like a base kind of colour? Or is that not junker enough?
No, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid.
Okay.
That's pretty solid. Got a rusty metal look on that. That's all right.
Hang on, I need to get more hydro. Real quick.
It's fine, I'm taking my last chance to Greevil before it gets removed from me. Before the real Junker project begins and I'm no longer allowed to. Mike Kells, while I thank you for the donation there, I'm not sure I can read that comment out, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. There seems to be, yeah, there's interference, it seems. Coming through all garbled and broken up. Can't quite read what you're saying there.
That's baby diarrhea, that does.
It is pretty bad.
That looks even more like baby diarrhea. Good grief.
We do have Greebling. Wedgie's busy working. Right, I'm gonna, while he does that, I'm gonna go and work a bit more on the platform then.
Oh, I'm painting and greebling or something now.
Can I ditch that leg that's on the... Yeah, I can. No, you're not greebling as well. Greebling's... I don't want to greeble too much. It's like basically done. Anything more from this point.
I'd be overdoing it. Fair enough.
Well, it's just adding more weight, you know? There's no real point to it.
I guess. Now it's gone terracotta. This is doing my nutting.
Now it's gone terracotta. The terracotta army has arrived. Little did we know, Wedgie was in charge. Holy shit! Daedrius! 200 Canadian dollars.
That's
Canadian dollars for the win.
sweet.
That's very many dollars. Because I like your videos and your brain freezes whenever you get a big donation, which is hilarious. I didn't this time. I did like a crappy announcer voice. I could do the orc voice as well. $200 for the boys? Well then, we's be getting new shooters, lads. New shooters for all the boys, but a special big one for me. It's gonna have the fiery bit, and attacker bit, and probably another big attacker bit. And then more shooting bits. It was not brain breaking, but I hope it was acceptable nonetheless.
What are you doing?
I'm just taking a moment to respond to a very, very kind donation. Wedgie is what I'm doing. God damn it.
No, I thought you just
Daedrius, help me out.
Standing there, like, gazing
Oh,
into
cat's eye.
spotlight.
That is the burn. That's like 50 cents in American dollars, right? Ow. Ow.
Who said that? Cats.
No, cat's eye. Who is...
Oh. That was pretty savage.
Yeah, that stings a little.
That's the thing, you see, Canadian money is also plastic.
Lol, that's the 200 Canadian dollars equals 4 US dollars equals minus 3 euros equals 400 million Great British pounds.
To be fair, we did deserve that.
Yeah, I can't really.
Can't argue.
I can't push back too hard against that. We asked for it in the end. Didn't ask for it. We voted for it, but I mean,
We
in
didn't
fact,
vote for
let's
it, I
not
don't think.
continue.
Yeah.
Let's not continue that particular
That's
discussion because it
can
goes
of
down.
worms.
It goes down the can of worms direction. Let's put it this way. I think a lot of people are thinking, you know what, this whole voting malarkey. Let's think about it a bit harder next time, shall we?
Lucky you didn't pay your maple syrup is all I'm gonna say. Actually, no, that'd be really good.
I'd take a payment in maple syrup any day. No worries. I'd find uses for that. Don't you worry. There'd be plenty.
You'd be pouring that on yourself instead of beer, I bet.
I feel like
Only
I
then it
want like
wouldn't be an
a
accident.
rally-style light bar now. We got majorly derailed with Jan and
We did.
and Greeblin.
I'd say though the greebling is coming along quite nicely now.
I think she looks. I think she looks all right. To be fair,
a style to it, yeah.
Part of me wants to intentionally knock out those middle ones there. Yeah. I didn't realise that build state looks so cool, actually.
You want to add like bracing bars or something? What was the no build colour again?
The no build colour.
The no build colour, yeah.
That's a good question. 113.
113, 100, 100.
Yeah.
So this awful neon green, I see.
Yeah. You could be fairly certain that people weren't going to use it otherwise.
Yeah. Because if you like things, you know, in a semi-built state, the small wheels are pretty good.
I don't know, I'm just getting this weird rally vibe of this all of a sudden. It's like Alien Planet rally vehicle.
Weren't we meant
Bob
to be
keeps
building an
repairing
airship?
shit. Oh, you bastard. Okay, we can't do that. Bob keeps repairing it.
We can, you're just incompetent. And that's coming from me.
Fuck you. You're going to say we can, we can. Guess what I didn't do?
You didn't put the colour in, did you?
Set the ignore colour. Right. Suck it, fool.
Now, this is pink for a reason. Just saying.
We should really go drive with this thing at some point soon.
Yeah, we should, but...
It also has no seat for you, sorry.
I didn't expect one.
I feel like it actually should have one, if nothing else. It's got a bob on it to help pick up oars and so on. Oh, new sponsor. The Gaming Turtle.
Is that the same gaming turtle that I had a thingy war with the other day?
I have no idea. It's Naruto Blue Ninja, aka the Gaming Turtle. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the spot. I've forgotten what I came to the thing for. What did I come for the thing for, Wedgie?
You gave me the wrong colour, I think.
113, 100, 100.
Oh no, it's just the weld speed's so fast, I can't. No, no. 113, 100, 100.
I told you I hadn't actually set it up, so...
God damn it.
I wasn't joking when I said that. I was being serious.
I thought you meant you hadn't set it up on your own bar.
No, I meant I hadn't set it up in the thing at all, so it wasn't going to work. That's what I mean.
Bloody nerd. Not setting it up. Right.
Seriously, what was I getting?
It's set up now, I take it.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I was getting hydrogen. There you go. I was getting fucked off and not being able to fly. That's what the deal was. As I'm sure we can all appreciate. It's hard times when you can't fly.
You can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me sheep. You can say
No, we do have an oxygen generator.
You can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me. And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble.
What is it for the tanks? It's not physical gun object, it's... Can you remember? Where'd you...
No, I can't remember.
God damn it.
You're
All right,
expecting me to be useful
to the
at
desktop.
something? This is your own fault.
It's fine. On the desktop there is a file. In this file there is things that I need. Like a list of gas container and hydrogen container, for example, which is what those are.
But when it comes to her, you better keep it sealed. Don't you dare say I
There we go.
or I will strike you where it feels. You think that
Yeah, it's hydrogen bottle, isn't it? Don't need the rest.
Does this thing have reactors on it out of interest? Just making sure.
This thing, yes, it has one.
Oh, that'll do then.
Yeah, but it's a wheeled vehicle. It uses no power. So yeah, it has one to ensure that it'll never run out, if you know what I mean. But yeah. He spends so much time fucking greebling, and then he's just gonna crash it. I mean, he's not gonna get to drive this one, admittedly.
No, I don't. I do not expect to be let anywhere near the steering wheel of this thing.
You sure this one's a boy? He looks more like a girl.
It's a shame I didn't.
But hey, I've greebled it a bit for you, so, you know.
Ah, nah, that wasn't a good place to put them, was it? But
Why are you painting these pink, I wonder?
you'll see.
Changing where the reactors are?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Getting a pair of seats in for you and Tex. Or whoever comes to join us, but yeah.
I was going to
reckon we
say,
can
like...
fit a couple of seats in that location there.
I guess. It's a shame that these ones don't have oxygen. Never mind.
Thank you, Decker King. Decaquin Tartarin. Okay. Interesting. Got to think about that one. Well, thank you for your donation. I love your work. Thank you very much. Hopefully, Morph will be. I want group survival back again. I mean, I am missing it more than ever at the moment. But we'll see what goes on with that. Fav mods that aren't too OP. I mean, it's got to be the wings. Like the wings stand up above everything else. It's just like they're not that OP. They are obviously a bit better than just standard stuff, but they've got their limitations built in, which is always a good approach. And other than that, they open up so many possibilities in comparison to what you'd be doing otherwise.
That's the thing with the wings. Granted, you can fly a lot more efficiently, but you've got to be confident to land something that's really heavy. And if you're not careful, you can, you know, crash quite horribly if you're not careful. So I'm not going to say any more about it.
Tex is the wedge buffer, is he? Oh,
The wedge buffer.
I can kind of buy into that. Right, where are we off to?
I don't know, where do you want to go?
What do we need?
I don't know what we need. We've got the
Go
nickel.
and find out for me. 2 secs. I'll drive you around.
What am I looking for?
You're looking on the LCDs to see what it is we're missing.
Okay. We have no cobalt, no gold, and
Gold's
apparently
close.
we don't have any silver, even though I saw loads of silver earlier. Actually, we've
Gold
got
and silver are both close.
No, actually, we
but-
do have some cobalt, and we do have a lot of silver, and it showed me it's like duplicated inventories, but it's like it's not an amalgamated one.
No, one's ingots, one's ore.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got it's cobalt that we're lacking the most. I guess we're gonna go and find that then.
We're looking for cobalt.
Yeah.
Do we have any points at the moment?
No.
Okay. Well, at least that gives us a clear task. Roger! Moving on out. So far, she drives pretty nice.
I'm disappointed in you.
What?
There's no guns on it.
No, this really didn't need guns on it. Hang on.
Hold on. Hold on a moment.
Yeah, both you and me had exactly the same thought at the same time. That's an impact crater, therefore might have rare ore in it, might even have platinum. Let's go find out. You should really wait for me to stop before you try and get out of the vehicle.
I should,
ETW.
but like YOLO.
Does it produce nothing? Looks like it's just ice.
Wasn't it ice anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Oh well.
I feel cheated right now.
Back up to the buggy. Before she gets rammed by spiders.
Too late.
Oh well.
There's one
Sorry,
humping
Spit.
my face right now. That's what it looks like it's doing. It's
Can you get off, please?
this is not a pleasant experience. This
Lol.
is not pleasant at all.
Well then, I'm quite enjoying this actually. I think this is a perfect journey. Onwards!
Yes, I have had nicer car rides in the past.
Wheeling into the sunset with a spider riding the car.
It's just not cricket, if you ask me. I don't know. You see, this is why we need the gun, just so you can shoot its face off.
Yeah, it is pretty keen. We've arrived at an ore patch, by the way.
Oh, have we?
It is pretty keen to just sit there and munch on your face this entire time.
Bloody hell! It's
Fuck,
never.
right, let me
it's
get
never
out and deal
easy,
with
is
it.
it?
Oi.
It's never easy for us.
Get off him.
He's not my.
That's right. You curl up on the top of the ship there. That'll be fine. Let me just check the Bob's set up correctly, because I bet you I haven't done him yet. I haven't.
So
It
what,
concerns me
silicon
with Bob that
magnesium?
you have to turn on his grinding mode before you can set what color he ignores. So if you happen to have accidentally selected the color that he uses by default, then have fun with that. It's gonna grind half your shit before you get a chance to change it. There we go. Alright, Bob's up and running. Let's go and see what we got here.
Silicon and magnesium.
Nothing else?
Well, I can't see anything else.
There will be a third. There's always a third. But it's probably something like uranium.
I'd wager it being something like that.
I'm gonna dig. Finding a lot of magnesium.
Finding a lot of silicon.
Neither of these things are the things that we need.
No, they aren't, are they? Could be more productive, I guess.
Well, Bob's reaching down to where we are, at least. I can see him picking the stuff up behind me.
Oh, that's nice. I just dug straight down. And then I remembered I've got 9% left in my hydrogen bottle, so I probably better be careful from now on.
That's why I'm not doing that. I'm doing the ye olde spiral. See if we got anything interesting. I'm not finding anything, though. To be honest. Other than, like, a really impressive line of ore taking a very long time to run down the mousetrap that I've created and arrive at the bottom, which was pretty cool. There's still stuff going down. Hey! Are you
That
digging
might be
up
because
this?
I'm digging,
This
yeah.
is you digging up the top and just launching ore down here. Oh, this makes me want to make like an underground mousetrap or something like that, you know?
Well, that looks great.
It's all rolled down and pulled at the bottom. That's actually quite cool.
Are you picking it up, or...?
I'm full.
Oh, okay.
Ah! I'm also taking large amounts of magnesium to the face. That's the game. We can play like some sort of in-game version of Space Engineers where I've got to grab the falling magnesium without grabbing ice.
I is not gonna
And there we go.
argue
New sport.
pile with the other shooting.
Oh, hang on. Little
W4
donation.
Stead, you're still better than Wedgie.
Thank you. Thank you. That's good to know. Apparently, W4 Stead is still better than Wedgie. Haha! It's a legit thing, I've been told by the peoples.
Have you
And
now?
you can't argue with the peoples in the end. You have to respect the people's opinion.
Well, I've just been murdered by a spider. Have fun
Well,
dealing with that.
I have.
I mean, it's
not.
comeuppance because I was trying to drop a massive
It's
boulder
still
down
trying to
that
eat your
hole,
corpse. Oh, were you? I see. You were trying
Maybe.
to like go Indiana Jones on my arse, let me like cut a hole in the side so I can go and hide from it or something.
I mean, at least that would have
There
been
is a spider
interesting.
corpse in the way that means that I now can't get out of this tunnel. I have to admit. Oh no, I can jetpack out. We're good. Unlike Wedgie, I have not run out.
No, I did have Hydro. I was just dead.
Ah! Spider in the face! Run! That's a drill. Let's try a gun instead, shall we? Airborne spider. Sending in the airborne division, I see. I'm just going to get into this cockpit. Hey, spiders. That's right. Run ineffectually at the back of the buggy. That's what I do as well. So, still no nickel.
We've
Any
got
thoughts?
nickel. We've got plenty of nickel. It's
Cobalt, sorry. Nickel, cobalt. Alright, I spy ore patch dead ahead. See it?
Alright. I'd have thought that spider had been flattened by now. We're going so slow. This thing goes so slow it can't do a hit and run. You should be ashamed.
It's not on my screen, so...
Oh. Well, never mind.
Sorry about that, but
Never
that
freaking
spider you're
mind.
looking at doesn't exist. Save.
I'm not mad or bitter or anything.
Thankfully, we've now got new Uber handbrake. That means that we can just stop on a dime. So
Do we not go like head over heels or something when we do that though?
no, I've got the friction set too low for that.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't quite like stop us instantly, if you know what I mean. But it's pretty quick. Like if I press it now, there you go. See what I mean?
And
It's,
these-
like it's not about to flip us, but it's quick.
Yeah. And this thing doesn't go fast enough to cause too much damage, I don't think.
It feels fast enough.
It doesn't feel fast enough at all. It feels really slow.
You can shut your face.
I could, but I won't. Silicon. Oh wait, no, that's like a kilometre away for some reason. Why am I seeing silicon deposits all the way over there?
Because the desync is now real to the point where we're not even sure where the actual world is.
Okay.
Or something, I don't know. Please let this be like the hugest pile of nickel ever. Not nickel, cobalt. Dope.
Well, we've got iron.
Senpai Kyochi. Thank you, sir.
You noticed senpai. Good job.
Yeah, isn't that backwards? Hang on a second. That's not how this is supposed to work.
I'm not sure. Might have to think that one through.
This meme is all backwards.
Hey, well... Oh no, I'm seeing nickel from miles away again for some reason.
I'm seeing nickel.
I'm seeing nickel that's 6.59 kilometers away.
What? Okay, congratulations. There's iron here, so it's not one of the ones we've had already. Come on, cobalt. It's only so long a stream is willing to watch the hunt for cobalt before it becomes
Insufferable.
considerably more dull. We can pretend it's like a really bad movie sequel. Clangineers 2, The Hunt for Cobalt. Except, there's no villain here. Well, actually, there is a villain. I forgot we brought our own one along. Home team villain.
Oh, now that would have been the perfect Indiana Jones boulder to drop on you that just popped out of my pocket then.
Just popped out of your pocket there. You just like, boop. There we go.
I'll play with that.
I have come across the glowing snow.
The glowing snow. It's not yellow, is it? Oh,
No,
spids.
no, it's green,
Spids.
and it's bright.
Flying spids and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I found iron in my quest here, and then also more iron. I am starting to miss that large ship ore detector.
Same, really.
But
Do you think we
someone
should-
crashed it into a hill, so
Do you think we should make a wheeled one then?
So, this
we
Luke's
should
is
put it
mine.
on the top of
And,
the one we've got.
Yeah, next Luke's
I know,
is
but the
And just
problem
spin
is...
it.
Oh, while I remember W4
So it's like
I blame
AWACS
you,
or something on a
cat.
car.
Wegged and Mac forget me into Empyrean Galactic Survival. Damn you,
The problem
Wedge,
is,
I win.
it's a pain in the arse to get a large ship rotor onto a small grid.
Hang on a second, man. Another donation from the Gaming Talent. So he blames us because of our wonderful text to speak for getting him into Empyrean. Empyrean. It's not so much Wedgie's game, I feel. Wedgie is motivated more by the creative side of things than the survival side of things, which is fair enough. You know, each to their own. But I'm certainly been having a lot of fun with it. So yeah. Do you want to get back on board, Mr. Wedge? I've not found anything here, and to be honest, I'm starting to run out of oxygen.
Oh, fair enough. I was mining iron for some reason. It seemed
not a
like
bad
the
thing to
right
have.
thing to do.
But thank you, Mr. Turtle. Appreciated. I love the fact that this thing's doing a pretty good job of managing the skid steer approach.
Well, no joke there, it was moving completely sideways.
It gives me a bit of confidence that if we do end up over a jump, might just be able to land it in a way that we won't lose the whole ship.
Well, that is a plus, I suppose.
It's always beneficial, isn't it? Plus, you can drift like a beast. I do feel like it could do with a bit more speed. I have to admit.
Yeah, what is it? 17 meters a second right now.
It's limited to 20.
That is a bit sad. Error, the host has left the game.
I have. Didn't you notice? That was my cunning plan. I was gonna. You'd never expect it, Mr. Bond, or Mr. Hogg, I should say.
Well then, if that's the case, doesn't that
Mr.
mean you're
Hogg.
the villain?
We have been expecting you.
The only problem for
Stroked
you is like you won't let one of your cats on your knee and the other one refuses to go on your knee.
No, I let him into the room the other night, and he
The other night?
and he sat on my lap for a bit, and he was the happiest kitty that there ever had been.
So was it the plane parts mod that broke it that time?
I haven't crashed.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh.
No, you have, but I'm still driving home. Sorry.
Oh, it's Tuesday night.
Yep. How are
Yeah.
you surprised by this?
Because it hasn't happened for about 2 months.
That's a good point. That it has been a bit more flexible in the long run.
Hmm.
That's right. If need be, apparently, what I need to do is just jump this beast. Look at her go! I got the suspension settings just right on this. The damping's spot on. Look at it. Just soaking it up. Lovely! That's by fluke, let's be very clear. You're still in here, actually. I might kill you and grab your stuff.
Well, have fun killing me. I'm sure you will.
Object is being used by something else. It is, yeah. That's true, unless I was to go, oh, bye, Wedge. Glory. Glorious. Bob has already reclaimed your belongings for our own. Ruthless he is. Scavenger Bob. Oh, Meteors impacting. I'm going to go and see if there's anything in those holes. Spids, can you get off the car, please? They're hitting me in the cockpit. That's
Wait,
not
you're in
really
the cockpit
acceptable.
and you're taking damage from the spids.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not just running out of oxygen?
Yeah. I broke the car a bit as well. It was more lively than I expected. It's fine. All I really did was break off the connector on the back. So, I know I'm out of ammo. So getting out and killing the spiders was going to be hard. So I took the perhaps ill-advised decision to try and to body slam them with the car, and it did work, but the car didn't necessarily enjoy the experience. But as I mentioned, all it's actually lost is the connector on the back, because that sticks out a bit. So got clipped as soon as I spasmed backwards too hard.
So, oh, is Steam back? No. Maybe? Yes. Okay. It wasn't so painful tonight.
Right. Where was
Let's
I?
see if we get the 000 error as well.
If you do, I will run this week's Farrell update video and go and grab myself a fresh drink and so on. We'll take our midstream break. Well, we've been 2 hours. It's not even quite midstream break. Don't think we'll do 4 hours tonight. We started a bit late, to be honest. So
Yeah.
we're making
we
alright
are.
progress for a you and me stream, though.
A you and me stream. That's not
Yeah,
so much
you
at
and
all.
me stream don't necessarily make as much progress as, say, a stream with anybody else ever.
True. I am
I can
getting
see
the
it.
error, so roll on Farrell, I suppose.
No, give me a second. I can see a few meteor impacts here
Oh.
that are like right in front of me, so if they've got any decent ore in them, I should grab them. What on earth are you? You look interesting. Platinum? Yeah.
I think you want that, don't you?
I think I might grab this while we've got the opportunity. Something about it just says to me, you know what, Wasted?
You might
Why
find
don't
that
you-
useful, yeah.
Why don't you pick that up? Spider in the face. Yeah, they do more damage these days. No question. That one, two hits, I was on 1 HP.
We do need some for, well, I suppose the flying base would be the anti-spider device, but... Yeah.
Oh, come on, that can't be it. Oh, no, there you go. A little bit more.
He's not going to ask you where's you got it.
Almost
Stick
out
it
of
on the
O2.
pile with the other shooters.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Yeah, oxygen. Thank you, Gaming Turtle. It was too late. It was too late.
At least Bob will radio corpse and...
Bob will deal with the corpse problem, and I wasn't very far from base, but I was far enough from base that it didn't matter. Having said oxygen so many times as well, and then I got the lures of platinum. I've got to stop calling it platinum as well. The word is platinum. Yeah, it has extra vowels and letters in it.
You and your platinum.
It's like nuclear. Isn't it, Wedge?
Well, at least we're not... Well, you're British, you wouldn't have the argument about aluminium, which is good.
Aluminum.
Get out. Go and pour beer into your crotch. That's what you deserve, you bastard.
And a wind-up Wedgehog. See, I've got my ways. If I need to fall back on something, they're there.
I don't know how many times I've had arguments with Americans over aluminium and aluminum.
Where is the aluminum in this map, actually? I haven't found any yet.
I'm not rising to it. I'm trying to be a better person. I've been monitoring my heart rates recently, and I'm too stressed according to that, so I'm taking it easy.
I like how the default broadcasting range for the small ore detector is 1 meter. Because screw you guys. Seriously, it defaults to 1 meter. What's this?
Really?
Iron. You dropping iron from space? Really? This seems a bit crap. Can you not drop something better from space, please? What about... What do we got here? This looks like more iron. Or it could be silicon. No, it's silicon from space. Oh, I got the tiniest bit of platinum. That on its own.
Is it enough for like 1 missile or something?
Enough for a torpedo to wreck some fools.
No, in your luck, you'll end up wrecking yourself. I saw what happened when you played with torpedoes in the past.
That wasn't me.
Are you sure?
This ship is noticeably not stopping. Thankfully, I wasn't lying when I said the suspension was set up quite well. We lost some low-hanging frontal lights, and that was about it. Yeah, I might want to up the friction on this a little. That's not stopping even with the handbrake on.
Are we taking the Farrell brake?
We are, yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to return the vehicle to home, and in doing so, break it a fair bit, alright? Just leave me alone. This is important tasks that everyone should get about.
After the break, folks, I take him to task on breaking his own vehicle after all the shit I got from earlier. Stay tuned for that.
Strith, we're on the alien planet. People don't seem to have noticed this yet. There's no point putting vents on stuff. There's no point taking my helmet on. It's the alien planet.
Vents on stuff. There's
Look,
a very small
we
amount
die.
of box. Look in your bottom
not
corner.
enough to actually maintain you, though.
Yeah, not enough to maintain you, but enough to, you know, stick into a tank and store so you can gas up without needing ice.
Maybe. You're stretching credulity here, Mr. Wedgehog. I'm gonna get in your cryopod.
I can't, can I?
No, I'm gonna get in your cryopod. Suck it. My cryopod now.
Just don't leave any crumbs in there.
Okay. While we do this, please enjoy a little Farrell.
Hello Internet, I'm Farrell, and here's the Space Engineers Update Parody for November 23rd, 2017. For those folks hoping for a list of fixes in this week's update, the great news is that it was decided at some level that you need to learn about new content contests focused on patting everyone's back over the recent changes and dismemberments caused by the physics update. And to support that, Keen has been gracious enough to add something to the game asked for by, well, not sure who asked for it, but you can now set the screen size multiplier in the game settings. Keen, if I had a slow clap animation in the game, I'd be using it right now. I won't dispute the handiness of that setting, especially in regards to the screenshot competition. But once again, you missed the mark by not bringing back any form of things like ambient light settings, or sun controls from the old debug screen. We know the code is there, so why can't this be migrated into the Space Master menu already? But that's okay, time was taken out to also announce the old great original Skybox would be returning to the game. So let me get this straight. Mojang announces Minecraft is going to completely redo the texture pack to say blurry make your eyes water in a future version of the game, and suddenly this is announced by Keen? And to think, people suggested that Keen wasn't releasing details on upcoming changes because they didn't want anyone else to steal them. Anyways, moving on from the silliness, let's look at some of this week's sparse update log. Item number 1, various crashes were fixed, none of which are detailed, so folks like me can only hope that the game is going to gain some stability. Drill efficiency versus armor has been changed, but again, no details on whether this means that drills are now armor-piercing in nature, or if they can't even scratch the paint. There's another entry in the official update log about a fix for large grids undocking after reload on single player. I can only imagine the pure hell that's put more than a few people through. Our final fix for the week was that highlights are no longer going through characters. And again, since there are no details here, I can only assume that this was interaction highlights not being eclipsed properly by players, and not people being randomly perforated by a children's magazine commonly found in waiting rooms of doctors and dentists. Missing from this week's update are any fixes for turrets not letting the dead rest in peace, large grid 5x5 wheels falling off instantly on placing or spawning new wheels in creative, detached wheels having a magical hovering ability, autopilot not being able to use wheels for movement, wheels constantly forcing their settings back to 45 degrees of steering and 25% friction, wheels steering numerical values expecting radians as the value despite the slider being degree-based, and conveyor networks glitching out on load, forcing a power cycle onto the ship to correct the issue. But hey, they've still asked everyone to leave a review for Space Engineers on Steam. And at least they pointed out that both good and negative reviews are welcome. So I figured I would pass on the same advice. Take some time and leave a review on Steam with your honest opinion of the game. Now to address the elephant in the room, last week's update, which still needs a proper rundown. So last week, Keen did indeed do it, as Red Feral urged, and unleashed an overhaul of physics in Space Engineers. While the update changed much about how rotors and pistons operate, it also introduced problems with wheels and has only mostly resolved the problems with grids phasing through the ground, with people still reporting issues with landing gear and ground impacts ghosting into the planet. At the same time, the new physics system has not been optimized for multiplayer, meaning that Clang is still very much alive client-side. A welcome change last week was the increase in prevalence and functionality of the on-screen warnings, taking the old multiplayer lag notification, which was usually just stating the visually obvious, to the one that could report on potentially unsafe construction and put more insight into poor game performance. At the same time, this notification can now also be disabled without actually having to disable what it tracks, so you can still pop your head in and see what's going on. Also on the change log for that week is a change to the mod API, which had the predicted breaking effect for some mods. Like the physics change, this is a positive indication of Keen's attempts to resolve major issues in the game and continuing on their hunt for performance issues, but as with the physics, this has undoubtedly caused a few problems out there. My main concern with last week's update is that more attention was put into the hype and not a lot of thought put into communicating the changes in advance. Grids that had previously worked fine before have developed problems, and pistons themselves have now essentially turned into a ticking time bomb on world load. Now, speaking of bombs, there's the little matter of needing to deliver one to a certain Red Feral, so I'll catch you guys next week. But first, here's a quote. "The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking."
Farrell back to his usual quality self. However, I'm waiting for Space Engineers to shut down.
You're waiting
and have been for the last 2.5 minutes. Yeah, it's just had a thing open that says waiting for Space Engineers to shut down. So, in the meanwhile, let's hope segment 3 is something good, shall we?
Fair enough.
Yeah, possible.
Passable.
Could have been worse.
Introducing the Revolution Spa. Fitted, furnished and ready for travel anywhere in the verse. Guests and your crew will travel comfortably in this fully fitted and well-appointed interior. The engineers at iHarbo and Griffin have spared no expense with this interior. With plenty of room to exercise, relax in a social environment, cook and otherwise keep your crew and guests busy and entertained. Fitting within the hauler ship classification, there's no shortage of space inside or out, be it transporting wealthy passengers or hauling the latest tech. With a good-sized crew complement for its class, and no expense spared when it comes to material choices, iHarbo and Griffin really have shown themselves a class leader. But you're not that sort of captain. I hear you like power. Well, this ship has a dark side. She's got power, and more to boot. Tucked below decks, the latest in command center technology keeps your ship safe and running sound. As the captain, you of course deserve the best bridge around, and you will not be disappointed in this area. Got fighters, or want somewhere to hide your haul? The Revolution Spark has you covered. And did someone say guns? No, guns. No, I mean guns. That's right, Omco's finally got itself a ship worth talking about. Maneuverability, speed, a great interior, all in one sweet pack. The Revolution Spark, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, little Macro. How's it going, little Macro?
Oh, bloody hell.
Little
Macro's
Macro in
alright.
chat, no less. Just in time, apparently. I've managed to get Space Engineers to cooperate a little bit. So
A little bit.
it's getting there. It's getting there.
So what do you mean by getting
It's
there?
loading.
Oh. Well, you managed to turn it off and on again. Good job.
Yeah, guys, I don't have time anymore to make my own ships every week like I used to for highlighting and so on. What I do have time to do is spend the normal editing time on covering someone else's crazy creation. So if you do think you've got a crazy creation, I can send it to me. And if I look at it and go, yeah, I can make a video on this, I will do so. I am back in. Things seem to be running okay.
Well, good job.
A sweet 60 FPS. That is not good enough. Have I got VSync on, or is it just running at 60 FPS to spite me? No, VSync is on. Go away. That's better. Now I can hear the graphics card scream and we're getting 121. That's more like it.
Torturing a 1080.
Yep. I got 144 Hz monitors there. Let's make use of it.
Alright for some, isn't it?
Well, sort of. This one's going back. Don't forget.
Well, yeah, you're on your third one, aren't you? No. Oh, you're getting to your third one.
The third one's on its way, yes. Little bit of advice for anyone who cares at all, even a little bit. Do not buy any of the 144Hz IPS monitors. The AU Optronics panels that they use for those monitors are pathetic, to be honest. They just... There is no other word for it. They are pathetic. The quality controller one is terrible, and I mean, I went with Asus because I'd heard that their quality control was better than Acer, and I'm on my third one now for backlight bleed and other issues. Just no. And that's comparing it with a pair of Dell IPSs that are both like 5 years old now, but look great in comparison. They don't have the 144 Hz. They're not quite so big. They're not the 4040p. They're not, they're not all the modern sexiness. But what they do have is like realistic color that's got uniformity across the panel and not crazy backlight bleed and other artifacts. And that's quite important. Now, I will admit that the high refresh rate is amazing. I really like it. Everything feels really smooth. But not when it comes at the cost of like having horrible stuff around the place.
Anyway,
thankfully Amazon are not douchebags. So far I'm just getting multiple replacements, basically, is what's happening. Until eventually I end up with one that's like by hot luck a decent panel. Because they are out there. read the reviews. They clearly got binned fucking stuff for their reviews. It's so obvious. It's ridiculous. Just like, yeah, everyone reviewed them really well. It's like, yeah, that's because those guys specifically went out and made sure that they sent you the top quality panels they had in stock. Yeah, that's the thing, Declan. It is a pair of Dell Ultra Sharps, and they are sexy. They really are.
I see what you've done, you sneaky git. You've put the Wasted Space logo mod in, except it doesn't actually work anymore.
Oh, doesn't it? Oh, no. I did put it on. I was going to have some logos about the place just for lols, but is it just a pink blob? Oh, no.
Let's see. Let's
Spider in my face. Spider in my face. Go away, Mr. Spid. All right, next step has got to be, we got to start trying to give this thing some thrusters. We've got to get it in the air. And thrusters and wings. And right now, I mean, wings don't give a damn about center of mass, do they?
No. The only center of mass issue with a plane, but this isn't exactly going to be a plane, is the fulcrum for the wheels on takeoff.
Yeah,
so you can
which I think we're gonna want the ability to hover.
Yeah.
We're just not going to use it for power's sake, you know. In which case, I'm feeling this side that you're on at the moment. This is where let's stick some wings on here. Like, let's get working on the capital. I don't think we're that bad off for resources.
No, we're all right.
This side, I think, could do with some just wings for the time being. Something to help us get off. We'll get some engines down as well. Maybe we can build them into the sort of hull on this side a little bit. Is this green or is this yellow? I can't tell. I think it's green. It does look... Yeah, to me that looks green. But I'm now doubting myself immediately and thinking, or is it yellow? Chat, help me!
Wait, what are you on about? Yeah, the landing gear.
The landing gear I'm next to. Is that green or yellow?
That is green.
That is green. Okay, so I can safely remove this one, you reckon?
Yeah.
And just leave that one landing gear. Okay. LG302 going down. On Wedgie's recommendation, which means I'm still a fucking lunatic. Like, why would you even do that?
Yeah, you are a lunatic for ever taking my word on anything.
Wedgie told me it was safe, so therefore I did it. Stands up in court? No. Essentially an admission of guilt.
So is this going to be symmetrical or not?
No. No, not even close to it. Why the fuck would we want to do symmetrical?
Basically one massive wing on one side and a tiny little piddly one.
I have no idea what we're going to have, Wedgie. What I think we should have is just whatever happens. And I don't think we should worry too much about it. I think we should just literally build this like when you want to put something down, you build it on in whatever place takes your fancy, and we just do it like that. Like here, for example, while I may have screwed up, I'm thinking we get a large atmospheric thruster.
That's the wrong way around. Oops.
But yeah, I think the fun thing about this would be not paying much care over where you choose to put stuff. Together. And just slapping something together and seeing what happens, you know, and you end up with just this super junkyard creation. No, Damonstein, anytime. I'm decorating mine, probably not tomorrow, because I think the last few bits, I decided today that I was going to make my own. Basically, the deal with Christmas for me is I'm single and live alone, but I live above my brother with his family. We have a weird setup in our house, he says, watching spiders launch themselves to orbit like fireworks. We have a weird setup in our house where basically a lot of our family lives together, and it's cool. I really quite enjoy that sort of environment. But yeah, I'm still a single guy that lives on my own, basically. So there's very little point in me putting too much effort into Christmas. There is not much purpose there. However, what I'm doing this year is deciding that instead of like doing something that is just going to be something that I see from time to time, I can never get bought into it. Instead, I'm doing an outdoor like Christmas display, basically. I bought a nice tall tree and a whole bunch of stuff to go with it. That's gonna be for my brother's kids, for all intents and purposes, and like the family, because Christmas we do it family style. So it's sort of each year one of the family members runs Christmas for all intents and purposes, which means it's at their place. Everyone sort of stays at their place or nearby, and we have like a really big family Christmas setup. And yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying this. I'm looking forward to it. I've got the tree, got some lights sorted, and I'm just putting something together that I'll have the advantage of being able to walk past every time I come into the house and go, yeah, that looks cool. You know, I'm pleased with having help with that, but at the same time, it's something that hopefully the kids and everyone else really enjoys. So I've found my route this year to contribute a bit, and I'm going to make some wassail, which is...
The hell's that?
Wassail is an old British... it's sort of a mulled wine, sort of halfway between a mulled wine and a grog, cider style. So it made normally out of apples, and it was traditionally drunk to celebrate the cider harvest and sort of kind of ask for a good cider harvest the following year. So it was drunk at Christmas, sort of celebrating the fact that you've got your cider harvest is made, and wassail is made out of cider as one of the ingredients, and then you kind of drink it to celebrate the upcoming. And I think that's kind of out there, completely random thing to just be like, and here's some wassail, and everyone will be like, okay, what's that? There you go. That sounds like fun. We're not thinking about simulating a multicolored fire, Daydress. I've got a bit more taste than that, thank you. That's why a lot of the lights I'm doing, I'm making. I want to make, from the kids' perspective, what I'd like to create is a little sort of, and stylish style, sort of Santa's grotto out the front of our place, because we have a courtyard out the front of where we are, and that could be made to look really cool in one corner. It's got a little fenced off corner in there and everything that could be made to look really cool as like a reindeer pen or whatever. I don't know. I'm getting worryingly involved in it for some reason. I was
going to say, you are kind of invested in this one, aren't you?
Kind of invested in this. That's going to be fun.
So, like, are you going to have reindeer in the pen?
No, that's tacky, really, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking you'd actually go and get an actual reindeer for a minute.
Get an actual, but rope it and haul it back. No, we've got a stupid dog that can go out in the pen. And
stupid dog.
I'll get them to put some like antlers on it or something. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, we've got a border collie that is wonderful, but really kind of thick. Thick but intelligent at the same time, as only a border collie can really manage. And yeah, I think we could probably do something fun on those lines with some antlers. But he's called Blue as well, which I'm not happy with, because for those that don't know, that was my online tag for a long while. Only reason it isn't is because it isn't anymore is because good luck getting a three-letter tag anywhere ever.
Yeah,
I almost did as well. It's on a channel that's been blocked for like severe YouTube violations or whatever, and they won't give it to me. And it's been blocked for years. Like since I started YouTubing, that channel has been there and like banned for severe violations of the terms of service, and they will not give it to me. Like, nope, bro, sorry, not doing that.
Not allowed.
Just 100% unacceptable. Sorry.
You see, that's the one good thing about Twitch. Now they allowed a load of old usernames that weren't available or were from deleted channels back into the pool again.
Oh right, damn! Does that mean I have to go and nab my blue username before someone in the stream that's online now does?
Possibly, yeah. I'll give you 50 quid if you nab it before he does, chat.
Do it. Get 50 quid off Wedgie. I'm fine with that. If it costs if it costs him 50 quid, I'm fine with it. I'm that sort of guy.
Just gotta hope I actually honor my end of the deal. I am a scumbag after all.
Yeah, indeed. No one's arguing with that, Wedge. Don't worry. Wedge,
What?
is there anything in your?
Let me have a look. Let me see.
No.
No.
It's going pink, bro. I'm sorry, but
Paint
this is
that
the
pink,
most
I'll paint-
pointless frame of anything at this point.
It's pointless, yes, but it did its job in getting us the nickel.
It might have done. I'm just saying. At the moment, it's just like there's no point
you're
in this thing
pointless.
sitting there. What do you mean I'm pointless? What are we back? Am I suddenly 13 again?
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
but you smell, and your mum.
Wow. We're regressing. It's amazing and tragic at the same time.
Shadow Song says I don't want his Monopoly money.
He doesn't want what?
Your Monopoly money.
Doesn't he?
Nope. I think he's disparaging the Great British Pound there. What just... I got out of a seat. I'm sorry, what? I got out of the seat I was in, Space Engineers. You can't blow up a ship because I got out of a seat. Stream, help me out here. Confirm that all I did there was stop the ship, handbrake it, and then get out of the seat, at which point it exploded. I'm not missing anything here, right? Nothing has happened that I didn't see. We just stopped, got out of the cockpit, and then it went bang. Death Gun reckons Wedge did it. I don't think he's to blame this time.
That's nice. Right.
I think it might, if it was anything. Maybe it was one of the orbital spiders.
An orbital spider did.
Yeah, you know, the ones that are launching themselves out of the ground at like high velocity.
Hmm.
Like, is it possible that their real danger, the real danger behind those spiders, isn't the fact that they eat your face?
Velocity
It's the
impact.
fact that they're basically landmines. They're just not allowed nice things, apparently. It's
Yeah, well,
also
it is
part
space
of it.
engineers after all.
Although it does look like you did reduce the wheel connection. Yes, Wedgie. Did you really reduce the wheel connection point to a single... Dude.
I don't think I did that. It's not like this on the other side. Unless you've just changed it, in which case I might have done.
Yeah, that...
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only block holding that entire side on.
You see,
So
I'm
now
blaming-
I might
I'm-
understand a bit better why it suddenly exploded.
I'm blaming space engineers for that.
You're
because
blaming
my...
No, half-built
no.
wheel blocks have never had an
No,
attachment
no,
point
no,
on the side
no,
of them.
no,
That's
no.
not how they've ever worked.
I wasn't pointing my grinder at the block that it actually ground then.
Yeah, but that's normal. We're used to that now. Come on. Let's blame space engineers for something fresh, Mr. Wedgehog.
I don't know what to blame it for this time.
Shooting meteors out the sky as we do this. Oh, my word.
Well, if anything, at least
No,
we
no.
don't have to worry about symmetry.
It's not Wedge's
Symmetry
fault,
now.
because, let's be clear, still all I did... Wasted listen, he dropped an atmo thruster on you. Wedgie. Are you streaming?
Maybe.
Did you drop an atmo thrust
Just
from
get
me?
yourself
That's
back
fake
there with
news.
the other boys.
That's fake
He's
news.
got some fighting to do.
You say that, and that does not help your case. Because the sort of people that say stuff about fake news are not the sort of people you should believe. You understand?
I understand, but, you know, sometimes it is fake news.
Still, this leads me to believe that the answer is in fact yes.
Well, at least it still drives. Its centre of mass is at the back.
Yes. Veggie.
Hmm.
I'm not a nice person.
How long have you known that again?
I try to be your friend, and you just don't take it. You're like Odo, except less cool, because Odo at least catches the crims and stuff, and I don't remember you catching any crims of late.
Well, that's true. Even when I was trying to be a copper, I was pretty bad at catching the crims.
Well then, kind of a non-Odo. He is one of the founders, but.
In any case, that was an interesting diversion, I suppose.
What, you mean the interesting diversion that is that we're rebuilding this? It was the one ship that actually fucking worked. And like didn't piss us around.
I didn't think it'd break. I thought it'd just bounce off you.
I think I need to do this now. We need one of those sort of like over dramatic adverts where you've got like a harrowed looking child on screen. And it comes up with the text Greebling. On Deepest Titan, people are dying to this tragic cause that is Greebling. Excessive Greebling consumes millions worldwide. A design once thought safe, ruined, torn asunder. See this boy, Wedgehog, at work as he repairs once again his craft, built too many times because of excessive Greebling. Help us today, ladies and gentlemen. If you donate just 200 platinum ingots, you too can save Wedgehog from excessive Greebling.
The scam of the century right there. Pretty sure some people will go for
With
that.
200 platinum ingots, we can buy him ammo, weapons, jump drives, to satiate his hobby. The Greebling will no longer be needed if we can educate him in the ways of destruction, in the ways of piracy.
I don't
Please.
think I need educating in the ways of destruction, chat. I will say that.
Donate today. We wait for your platinum. And I must admit, I did need to artificially insert the platinum about halfway through, as I started to think that this is getting a little bit fringy. Bring it back to Space Engineers now. Bring it back.
Right. If we tilt this thing up, can you put wheels on the underside?
He's not worth 200 platinum. Well, you heard it here first.
Wow.
Carl Bowen, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro.
That was a good burn, I will give you that. Right.
Spiders! Spiders in the face! Run away! Oh, for fuck's sake. Wow.
You dead again.
Yeah, they
mullied
really
ya.
have upped the damage on those spiders or something. I don't know. Which concerns me, because it means that they paid some attention to the spiders but then not paid any attention to some of the other bugs, like the fact that they launch themselves wildly into space at random. Or the fact that they, like turrets, continue to attack a corpse long after it's dead. Now, Wedgie, I would love to put some wheels on you, but Bob has stolen all of my inventory. So I'll be back in just 1 second.
A problem, isn't it?
No, Nathan Riggins, you didn't miss it entirely. Not quite. We are still going strong, for now, combating the spider menace. Wedgie, stop doing that.
I'm trying to drive it to the base. So Bob
Stop trying to drive it to base and let me put wheels on it.
Okay.
Just put the handbrake on.
The handbrake is on. It's not a very good handbrake. Hang on.
It was.
This'll help.
Was a good handbrake until we let Wedgie at it. And then all of a sudden it's missing wheels and pretty much all the things.
You don't want to put the wheel on there.
What do you mean I don't want to put the wheel on there? No, I don't.
Stand back and yeah.
Sorry, I thought I'd finish both sides, but apparently I got ambushed by spiders before I could finish the other one.
No, you did. I just broke it trying to kill spiders with it.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest, Wedgie. I appreciate it.
I know there is a bullet in your gun with a name, with my name on it, so I'm just enjoying while I can.
Also, I'm aware the front end of the car is a bit different now. I am fine with that.
It'll do.
Right, quickly. Get in here. No share. There we go. Wedgie is now incapable of getting into the cockpit, the one that controls it. I intentionally made sure that the other ones were passenger seats, not cockpits.
Just need another nutcracker and then that cockpit won't be a problem. Right.
Are we out of parts for that last wheel?
We shouldn't be. What do we need?
Looks like we are.
What is it lacking? I'm in the production menu, so tell me what you need.
I don't know. I'm just driving the car back up towards range because it may also be out of range of Bob at this point. It's been slowly, like, sliding backwards. There we go. I don't think so. I think we are missing probably large steel tubes. Steel plates?
Apparently it's steel plates that we're missing.
Okay.
Make 1,000.
It's alright. I got those bits covered at least.
I think we are being held back by our lack of cobalt though.
We're being held back by you.
And me, yes. But yeah, we need metal grids, so.
Yeah, no, that is true. We need to go on a cobalt mission then. Although saying that, we do now have both of our large atmospheric thrusters up on this main body.
Well, that might be
why.
why.
We have two downwards thrusters running on this large one, so this thing can fly on those alone, no question.
Well, yeah, but we don't have much control, do we?
No, I know, but I mean that means that we can now stick other thrusters on to add the remaining control if we want to. You know what I mean? It's like next step is going to be to add some rear-facing thrusters.
I suppose, or air brakes. I guess the air brakes might be better.
No, air brakes forward. I suppose we can always up and dive.
Yeah.
And then air brake when we need to. No, true. I was just sort of musing on like having at least one backwards thruster. We shouldn't take off in the slightest without at least one thruster in pretty much
Each
every
direction, yeah.
Yeah.
So do we want to go?
Let's not be silly with this now.
Do we want to go for small thrusters then as a temporary measure? Oh, you're already doing it. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm adding a couple on at the rear at least, and yeah, I do think like as a temporary measure, small thrusters, you know, downwards is where we can use the large, and then can we redo this wing here? I've got quite a nice angle going on with the little thrusters here. We just need to take the front end out because otherwise they're not very. Yeah, okay. There's also that. Cool.
Oh.
I'm glad you're committing to this, Wedge. Thank you. I'm glad you're on board.
I didn't even know that was going to happen then.
You see, isn't he a lovely guy, really? You think he's giving you shit, and then you ask him a simple question. He's just like, no worries, I'll just break everything to help you out here. Just a lovely guy.
Okay, hopefully we'll avoid that this time.
I'm thinking just attach the wing onto this long edge I'm building here.
That's what I'm doing now.
I have created the Ravenwing Bob Land Speeder. Okay, Tenebris.
What?
I mean, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds fun. Sure. The Ravenwing Bob Land Speeder. This is a collection of words in an order. You know?
I assume that collection of words is meant to sound cool, and I suppose it does. So
it's meant to mean something, I think, if nothing else. I'm picking up on not a huge amount of it, if I'm honest, but no worries.
Yeah, I can't finish that wing as it stands. Never mind.
We can finish it in the air, bro. Oh, yeah.
Oh. At least someone's optimistic about this thing getting into the air.
Damn right.
And, you know, it not being crashed by either of us in the space of...
We have a reputation of excellence. We're like the Federation, you know, just in general... We approach things calm, collected, prepared, with T still on randomly because fuck you, Space Engineers.
I hope Tex is back soon so we can go back to Uncooperative Survival just to end this pain.
Listen to him.
Well, let's be honest, we both hope Tex is back soon.
He's not on board in the slightest. He's just... Oh, well, if Tex is back soon, then I'll no longer have to deal with you anymore. That's probably not wide enough, is it? In fact, it's entirely wrong. Do it again.
What's entirely wrong now?
You'll see. Sense is being made, never fear, Mr. Wedgehog.
Of all the people to say don't worry about not making sense, I'm probably not that person you should be saying it to.
There may have been some shift middle clicking. I am swiftly rectifying shift middle clicking.
Have you painted a large proportion of the vessel pink?
What I've done is crash the game.
Oh, okay. Well, good job.
I turned the relative damping mod on because I thought it would be cool. And the relative damping mod shares a keybind with, as far as I can tell, everything else.
Right.
And I don't think Space Engineers very much likes when you do all of the things.
Okay.
If you do just some of the things, it's okay. But if you do all of the things, that's where it doesn't like it. So I think we've locked up again. So I'm going to do. I'm not even going to alt F4. I'm going to just go straight for the Control Shift Escape technique. I'm going to hit segment 2 in the hope that segment 2 has something on it that's worth watching. What you got for us, segment 2? Oh, that'll do. Space Engineers using almost 8 gigs of RAM. The first thing we're going to grind down is you. Shut up.
Yeah,
That killed me. Yeah, it's a kilometre away in the wrong direction. I don't understand how it got here. Wall hacks. Oh, it's missing texture pink. Yeah.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to have to do every other block in black now, aren't I?
Or is it? What are you doing?
Stop!
It's a research centre and an exhibition hall in there. We need to get in here.
There isn't a grinder.
I want to find the souvenir shop. We must go. This is certainly not standard. Let's put it that way.
If by standard you mean pretty?
Wedge,
I'm in.
drive for me. Dex, we're off apparently.
Roger that.
I can, if I really want to, execute Wedgehog from this position. Wedgie, I see sky. A lot of sky.
We
Wedge.
might need help from Tex.
Why are we upside down, Wedge? Fucking hell, what? Oh shit. A mistake was made. No, can't, no, too much still. Oh, fuck. She's fine, you're fine. Okay, make another attempt. We're all good, we're all good. It's good, it's good, it's golden. It's golden, it's golden! Oh, yeah! Thomas on Imperial Thought of the Day. Blessed is the mind.
Oh god, it's doing it, it's wrong!
Too small for doubt.
Help! Mistakes were made!
This took a long time. Oh no, God. Oh God. Okay, let go. No. Oh! You are
Like
a scary man. You are a scary man.
Pacific Rim on a budget.
I'm not seeing any turrets at the moment.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Run. Well, you're dead. I survived.
Could he be using the hand that has proper control on the steering wheel, no? Rather than the gear stick? Like, which bit's going to avoid an accident? Okay, we are back in.
Oh, good.
Yes, Scorpion, things have indeed gone to shit, unfortunately. I blame primarily Wedgehog.
I accept that blame.
And
with
I do
gratitude.
feel like this is about as appropriate as it could be. I would like to, upon his return, recommend two things. Firstly, we're at the point where you have not yet built the wing, but you have removed the old one and completely ground it down, so not too far back.
Okay, that's not bad then.
And my next piece of advice would very much be to avoid, like,
Doing anything, basically.
yeah, kind of.
Basically,
I'm trying to
hands in
think,
my
how
pocket,
can I
so-
define this correctly? Please, Wedgehog, do not do any of the things.
Okay.
If you can avoid it, just the things, don't do those. Mr. 1WSX10, thank you for your donation, but he says you have full control with just 2 thrusters and vector thrust 2. You literally slap thrusters on rotors and it works.
He
It's
says-
stable, I promise. In multiplayer, on a stream, less so, dude. That is the concern. The result here is that we are both talking about multiplayer, but also talking about the fact that I am streaming at the same time. So you are not talking about the most beautifully stable Space Engineers experience. VSynC's back on again, I can tell it. It's not. Okay, it's just running like garbage. Roger! Meteor storm inbound, Wedgie. But never
I
fear.
noticed. I'm not overly bothered about that.
The turrets seem to have pretty much had that handled so far. I think we'd have to turn the, I don't know, meteor difficulty up. I don't know how to describe that exactly.
Turn it to Armageddon. See what happens.
Armageddon supposedly means that you've basically always got meteors in the sky.
Well, it might not be very realistic, but at least it sounds interesting.
I don't think it does. I think that sounds a little bit arbitrary. Does it not? It's like, yay, congratulations, you constantly get randomly attacked by meteors. Because that's a game mechanic we've established as being a thing from...
At least it's not as dumb as the Cyberhounds. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it is.
Probably not, but... you're up there at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, it makes a similar level of sense. Why are there meteors in the game? What, like, prior justification or real purpose have you put behind these things that you've added?
Well, the choice is we could spend the time designing and programming in factions to attack you properly rather than just shitty little drones.
Well, meteors are ancient in the end. So
Nah.
there is that going for it. But yeah, there is also the irony that this
Or
is
you
the
could
company that has 85 members of staff, of which 71 are associated with good AI or other similar projects, and yet has no AI in its game whatsoever. And I think a lot of us are actually quite scared about the idea of what happens if they were to start developing. Like, Empyrean's got an AI. I quite enjoy that Empyrean's AI. It's not super complex or anything, but does what it needs to do. Provides me with some natives to kill and some shit to do when you're out and about, you know? But I'd be terrified of the idea of Keen making an in-game UI AI. Like, any experience I've had with them trying to make an AI so far has been, I mean, no offense, but amateur town, like proper amateur town. You think about how the dogs work and the spiders work and how they behave. It's like, how many games are there out there that do that shit better? On just like, I suppose they're
Another
using their
level.
own engine. You know, this is building an AI into V-Rage, which has to be taken into account. But Only because a lot of people will be using like an AI that's been provided.
Where's you got it? Just stick it on the pile with the other.
Almost stock AI.
20 to 2 in the morning. I'm off for the night. W4 stared. Enjoy the rest of the stream night.
British W4 Stead is back. Thank you very much for the donation, dude. And sleep well. Mr. Turtle has been exceptionally generous this evening, so thank you, man. Oh,
Have a good night, Turtle.
seriously, 2 hits from a spid and you're down.
Well, don't get hit by them. Problem solved.
You say that.
I do say that indeed.
Yeah, own engine plus voxel environment. Indeed, Dredas. Dradrias, sorry. That is... I mean, they did make their own grave a bit with this, unfortunately. While I think it was all done with the best intentions, that has ended up being the reality of things. It's just... like, they're struggling with issues that they almost made for themselves by some of their early decisions. This has become a very weird thing already, and I approve of this. But I did lose. I say lose. Bob has already gathered everything I lost, but yeah. And once again, out of shit. We may be out of steel plates.
Oh,
No, I've got my inventory full of like weird shit.
Oh, okay.
My inventory's full of like rotors and stuff. No, we are out of steel plates. Queuing steel plates. And sun building. Imperial 1917. You should know by now. This stream has an intrinsic like salt level. It's one of these ones that's got a red label on the package, you know. It's just a warning, high salt. I need to start sticking that in the corner actually. I need to make myself for the thumbnails. There needs to be a little like warning, high salt label in the corner. That looks like one of those
And you
like,
see on package.
approved labels.
Yeah.
What am I even looking? I'm landing gear. I want to move our landing gear. It's in a ship spot.
So with Bob running, this is basically just creative mode building, isn't it?
Until we run out of resources and have to go and do something, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
You just chill out, build some shizzle, and then you run out of resources, you gotta go and have some adventures. Some mixture of adventure mode and just chill building. Good.
So, do you intend to drive the little buggy thing up that ramp?
Yeah.
Is it got enough clearance, do you think?
Sure, bro.
Alright.
It can wheelie in the end. Let's be clear. We
Fair
can
enough.
create clearance. Two things you should sold, says number one geek. Your pasta and your stream. I approve of this. What are we missing? I should really be setting up Tim to get some quotas on the go, but yeah, it's steel plates still. We are cranking on the steel plates at the moment because we're just building structure of the vessel so much. I will queue up production like never before seen. Getting 1 billion steel plates.
Are we actually getting 1 billion steel plates?
No, we're getting 3,000.
Oh.
3,000 sounds like a good number.
It's a bit short of 1 billion, but sure.
It's not 1 billion. I will give you that. It's not 1 billion. Can you do me a favour?
You're asking me to do you a favour.
Yes, I am.
Think that through.
Access a control panel and lock the remaining landing gear that are not locked. A donation from Draknor that says salt is the best seasoning. Well, pretty much. Salt and pepper. Don't need much more a lot of the time.
Locked.
Are they all locked?
Yeah, they're all locked.
Are you certain? Alright, I'm fucking saving because I don't trust the Wedgehog, but sure. Okay. Wedgehog in this case could be trusted.
You see, you know, it's gambling when you want to trust me. Never be sure.
Indeed. Playing a bit of Dabo.
But at least
Spinning
it makes
the
things
wheel.
interesting. I guess. Maybe. I keep looking at this entire thing and, you know, it's temporary ship, isn't it? Is that not concerning?
Nah.
So we're all good.
Okay, I will admit this ship is this vehicle is a bit wider than I thought it was. Yeah. Okay. Maybe
You're
not
running
then.
me over. You should have carried
And?
on. You didn't finish the job. I didn't even
I did
take
not
any
finish the
damage.
job, you're right. I did not go full road rage on you.
Right, let's paint a bit of the ramp pink then. Oh shit. That's the...
Thank you, Eddie. Quick, recovery mode. ASAP. Just shift pick everything blue. Ah! Oh, you dick.
What?
You managed to remove the 2 blocks you removed are at the top of the ramp that I fell through, just in the flat surface right at the top.
That's actually quite good.
That's because Bob, for some reason, manages to always find the most troll blocks to remove first. Like, if it can detach a piece of something, then Bob will do it.
Bob,
if you know,
yeah, is the massive troll. So are we taking the beveled edges out, or are we taking it out an extra one?
Taking the bevels out. That should be enough.
Okay.
Never trust an edgy hedgy.
An edgy hedgy.
That's apparently you.
You mean an edgy wedgy?
Thank you, Carl. Very kind. Edgy wedgy, edgy hedgy. I
There's
might
a
have to call you
difference.
Hedgy from now on.
There's
I
a
quite like that.
difference.
Alright, Hedgy.
There'll be a lot
Are
more
you
things
feeling
going pink if you call
particularly
me that.
bushy today?
Say it again, I dare you. I have my paintbrush in my hand.
Okay, so now the only real concern is power to get up it. It's wide enough. It's just not getting up it due to lack of power. But that's fine. That, you know, we can handle that. I'm on 20%. There's some power to spare, Mr. Wedgehog. Never ye fear.
Oh,
There's also a
some random
spider launching itself off the top of my cockpit, but don't mind that either. Everything will be fine. Whoa, dear.
Well, we got some hiccuping. or something.
I lost the connector again because I didn't. Oh no, no, no. Don't roll back down the... No, we got you up there. Back up, please. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't commit to my ride up the slope, so managed, therefore, to knock. That connector doesn't have a good life, it seems, as it goes.
What about...
If there's a block you don't want to be, it's the connector at the back, just there.
What about building a rotor-activated ramp to drive up?
No.
What would be wrong with that?
This lines up with the landing gear. There is no problems. She can already come up onto the deck.
You just smashed its arse off trying to drive up.
Yeah, that's because I didn't commit to it. I didn't smash its arse off trying to drive up it. I smashed its arse off rolling back down it again at some ridiculous angle because I was trying to do the whole wheelie thing to help get up, you know? So I basically landed on its rear end. That was my fault. That was not the fault of the design.
Sure. Okay. I'll take your word on that. There's absolutely no inconsistencies in that at all. I think a spider's just killed itself climbing... No, I can't tell. Is it alive? Is it dead? Climbing along a landing gear underneath. I don't know. Oh, so you've gone awfully quiet very suddenly.
Yeah, that's because I've failed and muted myself, because I'm good at doing that sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, I am going for iron, because that is what we're out of.
Do you want me to help you? I will.
Yeah, it's the nearest. It's
I'm
this
trying to get
ore
in the
patch.
car.
No, it's this ore patch. It's the one right here. It's just I was moving the car over because it's got Bob on it,
Okay.
and also cargo. So yeah, might as well bring it. There you go. This is the iron spot.
The hell's this? Oh, this is silver. Yeah, I was stupid and I dug basically a shaft that's like 100 meters deep for no good reason.
Of course you did. Why not?
But yeah. Was that all the iron there was?
No, this is actually an iron patch as well. I don't know why. Like that was a meteor impact, but this patch is iron too. Spides? The arachnids? This one's going to space. No, it's leap attack. Aha! Suck it. Oh, fuckheads. There are so many... Alright, well at least the spiders have become dangerous. At least the spiders have become dangerous.
I like that you're taking the positive approach when it comes to all of this. I find it admirable.
You find it admirable?
Yeah.
What do I do when Wedge says things like, I'm finding what you're doing admirable? Is that not concerning?
It could be. I mean... Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, there you go. Very honourable. Could Wasted define a spid-powered device? to launch them into space. Suck it, said Wasted, and then promptly died into the arachnid. I think this is my writ in life. To be honest, don't be daft. This is the space in which I exist. Is the space that exists of saying stupid shit and then immediately regretting it.
That would explain why we didn't have any steel plates, because there is iron ore on the ship. It's just it's not being smelted because there's nickel and like everything else in the way. So yeah.
So we don't actually need iron.
We probably don't.
We probably don't. Wedgie retaining a level of competence that like kind of fits second in command. He is my Riker, and he is confident individual, sure of himself.
Oh,
ready
actually,
to take command and lead appropriately when the situation demands.
we probably could do with some iron. We've only got 1.3k ingots, so.
Okay. Having got halfway back, I will turn around again. Thank you, Mr. Wedgehog.
We are not completely empty, is what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Yeah.
We are not totally empty. Good.
The hole.
Somewhere
is
in this
here.
patch there is iron. Yeah, but is that iron hole?
I don't know.
Because if it's not iron hole, there's no use. Silver and gold I'm picking up here. Good, but not what we're looking for. I'm certain this hole was silver, gold, and iron. I have to admit, the ore detectors seem to be behaving really weird. Like, I can see stuff from miles away, and then at times I can't see stuff right next to me.
Well, I think we were having that issue earlier where I was seeing like a
Yeah,
nickel
indeed.
deposit about
Indeed.
6 kilometers away.
I can see silver and so on here, but I can't see anything else. Okay, maybe we have to go to that iron deposit you found earlier. Did you GPS it?
No. Because I thought you GPS'd the iron deposit. Please tell me you have an iron GPS visible.
I do not.
Hold on, where was it we drove earlier? When we were trying to find the cobalt? Because we did find an iron deposit, and I started mining it, and then, like, we were told not to.
I'm not bold enough to be Picard, apparently. Sorry. I'm just trying, Daknor. I'm just trying. I'm trying my best. It's a very Klingon name, thinking about it.
What was his name again? Drachnor?
No, Daknor.
Daknor. Oh, right.
Daknor! Son of Mokchug!
So, can you speak any Klingon? Out of interest.
No, but I do have a book that's supposed to teach me it in the other room. And maybe that would be a cool thing to read a little bit into.
I can't help but think you'll start Klingon and turn into Orc.
No. They're similar, but... not quite the same. You got to lose the... Like, there's a very British side to orcs.
The Orcs,
in the end.
yeah. Just like super Cockney kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Super Cockney, but with like the gruffest voice ever. It is kind of what orcs are. It's stupid, but it is. Whereas Klingons, you know, you take the same thing and ditch the Cockney and just make it, you know, super aggressive, like super enunciate everything. So we don't know where the iron deposit is.
There is iron out there, and
there's iron out here somewhere.
I'm gonna hazard a guess that if you take a bit of a right to the ore deposit at about You're looking at it now. I think it might be over there.
Fair enough. We've got the most appropriate music so far on. When you wheelie, accelerate, appropriate music.
Don't break the back end again. Is all I'll say.
I think the breaking of the back end is just I need to. If you can see the suspension flex on the back end, like the flex is really good, but I might want to push the back end up just a little bit, just to avoid that connector getting hit on the ground occasionally.
Probably smart.
Otherwise, like, you want this flex in it. Otherwise,
you're gonna smash yourself whenever you jump.
It's not even smash yourself whenever you jump. The goal is to not jump. The goal is to go over a ridge like that, and like we just did, not leave the ground. Because in reality, that's ideal. And if you're gonna leave the ground, you want the return to the ground to feel as if you hadn't. Cobalt!
Oh shit, son.
Shit, son, we found cobalt by mistake. Accidental cobalt.
I
Quick,
think we're both
GPS it. GPS it. Vault of Co. The Vault of Co.
So it's basically straight down where we're standing now, isn't it?
Right, what else is here? In fact, I'll drive the. We got a detector on here on 50. It's got 50 meters. So, cobalt, silver, and come on, iron. Come on, iron. Still cobalt and silver. Cobalt, silver. Maybe that's the thing on the alien planet is you only get 2 per ore. Because we've got some with 3.
Yeah.
Right, maybe it's there somewhere and we just can't see it. Let me find the nearest cobalt deposit then. Because that one over there is way underground. This isn't looking too bad. 30. Yeah, there you go.
This thing needs an antenna on it so it can broadcast where the
It's got a beacon on it.
Yeah, but beacons aren't antennas. They can't broadcast.
That's a fair point. They can't broadcast. No. Watch out for spids.
I'm not getting out my seat.
Spaceborne spids. Oh, what's even better is, like, again, the perfect piece of music comes on for, like, spids launching them into space. Got some, like, super dubby kind of, like, slightly jokey music. I feel the need to turn this up a little bit. Hopefully the music's not too loud on the stream already. Because if it is, this is going to be a mistake.
That one had a bag of magnesium on it, which is interesting, I guess.
A bag of magnesium. That one spawned underneath the vehicle and killed itself by doing so.
I remember when I first went onto an alien planet and I was driving around on a rover, its wheel wells got gummed up by the corpses of these things. And it just jammed the drive up. So, you know, it's almost a repeat of that.
How have we lost the cobalt?
Because we can't see, because that doesn't broadcast where it is.
No. Not true.
What do you mean, how have we lost the cobalt? We're on top of it.
Not true. It's no longer showing up on the...
It is.
No, that's not the same one. I have one 30 meters away. This is a huge ore patch. Look at the size of it. Yeah, this ore detector is not picking up any new ores.
Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I mean, they're moving around a bit for me, so if you want, I'll have a look and...
No, I know. I think if there's one thing I've learned on this stream, it's when Wedgie says, if you want, I'll have a look. The answer to this question is no. No, I'm fine. Thanks. Mr. Wedge. You want to break a vehicle, you can build your own. Fuck off.
Hey, it looked good with that massive thruster on it. You know, the 2 seconds before the entire cockpit broke in half.
Right, if you head towards the silver here, you will find cobalt appear on your...
Yeah, but we're not looking for cobalt, are we? We're looking for iron.
Well, no, but cobalt was one of the other ores we were missing. That's what we were looking for earlier, dude. Like, before we even started looking for iron, we were looking for cobalt.
That is true.
That is probably true, Havoc, and blowing up the ground is not a bad technique, but if there's anything within the blast radius, you do lose that.
Though if you have that mod that allows you to control the blast radius, then...
True.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, according to old cats, you deserved me dropping that thruster on your face.
So you admit it?
I thought I admitted it earlier.
No, that was the confirmation we needed. It was missing earlier. You were still coy, and now he has finally admitted it. Wedgehog is guilty. Guilty!
Well, I make no apologies because it was pretty funny. What I thought was most funny was you were trying to defend my my honour, saying no, it wasn't me, it was the game.
You gotta love that. What does Wedge find funny? What Wedge finds funny is me defending him, me standing up for his side. He finds that amusing because I shouldn't have been. That's funny to Wedge.
Pretty much, it was quite amusing.
That's what he finds amusing. Just remember that.
And you're driving off as I was bringing you your cobalt. Hey, stop or I'm dropping a thruster on you. Come here, you bastard.
You're not getting in, you dick. Fuck off. I'm not having it. You gave me all the salt, and now you want to just get in. No, you're staying here, and I'm wiggling like it's going out of fashion. I got an idea. There you go. In you go, Wedge. You'll be fine with this, right?
Melty brain driver. Okay. Screw you.
Damn it. It was because I wanted to check out. We got new asteroid impacts.
Right.
We do. There was. I just saw it.
Are you gonna get
Stream
out
can back me up. Stream can back me up. I'd just seen it.
Okay.
Am I going to get out and check it? Yeah, I am. Sure. No worries. Ooh. What's this? Looks like gold. Gold and then the hills.
There's also a spider.
Spiders and then the hills. I can imagine that being a problem for the gold miners.
Except that the spiders tend not to be like 3 feet tall and
About the same size as the gold miners, yeah.
yeah.
In general. But then we weren't there. Maybe they were. I don't know. It's tough times. Let's not judge. When I say gold and then the hills, I think what it appears I meant
There
was
was a smidgen
like
of gold
enough to
in
make
this.
a coin. Well
Yeah.
done, ladies and gentlemen. You have a gold coin. Gold coin to show to your family.
I fought off giant spiders
I was there.
and dealt with a hostile wedgehog and had meteors flying for the sky, but this is
all
what
of
came
those
of
things,
it.
yeah,
This
it's fucking
this
crazy.
tiny little coin is the result. Time well spent.
Yep. Okay. Willie? Yeah, Willie, for goodness. And
I will hand it to you. That was, you know, a decent wheelie.
endo.
You should be proud of it.
Come on, I've got to be able to get an endo out of this. No, I can't. The front suspension is not stiff enough to get an endo out of this with us loaded. Might be able to bunny hop.
This is going to end well, isn't it?
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. I've repaired the connector enough times already this evening.
That connector is full of cobalt, so you just see a massive boulder. In fact, you'd see multiple boulders rolling down.
Can you potentially move that cobalt while we're driving around into like one of the middle cargo containers, so it's not all hanging around on our arse here?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
While it does bring all the boys to the yard. Let's shift it forward, shall we? Ore patch coming up. Uranium.
Well,
silicon.
at least we found some things. Uranium and silicon. It's too bad we
got
can't
this.
find bloody iron.
And uranium, silicon, and magnesium.
Yeah.
Are we really on like a long ass mission? The eternal quest to find the mystical iron. Oh, turn around.
Why are we turning around?
Because that was a cliff.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you saw it, but there you go. That was the bit we were about to run over.
Oh,
Just
okay.
there.
Fair enough. I'll
I
give you
figured
that
it was
one.
perhaps not a great plan. We can go
That-
down this way.
Yeah. Okay. You know what would be really
this
helpful?
vehicle handles. Oh.
You were saying.
To be fair, it does handle great because, despite fucking that up hard, I've actually managed to at least hold it. But I saw it coming and I couldn't brake hard enough. So it does handle great. Did someone turn up the speed, or was that just the effect of how heavy we are heading downhill? Because you can override your speed. Yeah, it overrode the speed limit with us heading downhill. Do you want to go and slap some... There's only a few blocks missing in reality. Do you want to go and slap them down and I'll hold us up?
No, because you'll drive away when I do that.
I can't drive away. I'm missing wheels.
You've got enough wheels to drive away. I can see you trying.
No, I'm not. That's what happens when I start to lift the thing up. It starts to roll forwards.
Right, what am I doing?
You're putting... right, okay. You need a few...
We have a problem.
What?
I put all of my building blocks in the thing, and now because... Oh wait, no, I can't access it. Never mind. Take it back. We're good.
Yeah, you're going to need to build the arms back up again. We're basically missing the connector and a few wheels, and not much else. If you can get that back wheel on ASAP, so it needs...
Pull your ass up again real quick. Well, I'm not...
Hang on a second.
Just stick it up and then
No.
lock it with the gyros or something. Do a gyro lock.
No, I just need to grab this other mouse here, and the one that I can then crank the DPI up on some ridiculous level, and therefore be able to hold it up at this height for a decent length of time rather than having to.
You're still too wobbly, goddammit.
I know it's difficult. It really doesn't want to do this.
Okay.
Okay, that's a start. Can you get the next bit on? There's one more leaning down block, and then on the bottom of that goes the wheel.
Okay.
Spiders?
Well, yeah, you didn't have to tell me. Right, 1 second. Let me get my rifle, if I've got any darker left.
I love the fact that you're just floating in space, just above the spiders. Yeah. Give me a moment, Spids. Just loading myself up.
Right.
Spider behind you.
Thank you.
I'm coming out to help Wedgie and turning my sensitivity down because it's now at a ridiculous level. Right. Ready for the wheel?
Hang on a minute.
Need a left hand 3x3.
Okay. Wheel suspension 3x3 left. Are you
Ready?
ready to...
Yep.
Hang on, I don't think I've got the bits. Do not have enough small steel tube. Bummer. Okay.
Thank you for the arrow key suggestions, number one geek. I can just hold it here.
Right, let me see. Why is that switched to 5x5? Let me see. If you want it to look really junky, I'll put one of the plane landing gears on it if you want.
No, I'm fine, thanks, Wedge. Helpful though that is, I'm okay.
Right, so are you setting that wheel up now then, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, apparently it's incomplete. That might be why.
It is, I can still set it up. Oops.
You know what? We're not using this one right now.
It's funny how in Space Engineers, like, it does give a shit about cargo layout within the ship. But in no other way does anything else matter, if you know what I mean. Like, where you put the cargo in the ship matters as far as center of mass, but none of the rest of it does. Is that not really stupid?
There you go.
Somehow, it's still incomplete.
How? It's got an entire bloody...
Oh no, it's not, it's not, it's not. However, one of the wheels... Oh, there you go. Snaps into position. Right.
Well, that's good.
She does not handle as well without those extra set of wheels as casters. Which is kind of interesting, you know.
Well, we can put them back on when we get back to base, I'm sure.
Yeah, once I work out where base is.
It's dead ahead.
Yeah, it is over there. I was just being sure before I set off. Fuck! Like, seriously, come on, Space Agent, that's not cool. You can't just sneak up on us with, like, a ridge like that. Like, neither of us saw that up until the point where it was just like suddenly, like, oh shit, you're screwed. You ready to put another wheel back on again?
We don't have the parts.
Okay, are we limping home like this?
We're limping home with 3 wheels.
Upping strength and dampening.
There is one major plus. If it popped that cargo container, everything would be over. And it didn't do that, so, you know. Do we have shields on this save?
We have shields. They're on there. We don't have the platinum to build them.
Okay.
They're on the. They are on the back of the ship already. Like I was ready for that, but we've got this, like, the tiniest portion of platinum. I'm probably going the wrong direction, aren't I?
Yeah, you've got to pull.
Also,
like, 90
the game is
degrees
locking
to
up
the left.
hard, and I have 5 oxygen left. That's the right direction, yeah.
I have an oxygen bottle if you'd like it.
Yeah, I think you might want to do that.
Alright, well, I'll stick it in the back. See? Can't say I'm not cooperative.
It's got 4% left in it.
Hey, it's better than what you've got now. Also, I think there's more than one oxygen bottle in there. Wait, no, there isn't. Never mind.
No, there wasn't. You gave me it got me up to 10.
Well, that should be enough if you don't drive like a crescent.
We've got 3 wheels.
You can drive on 3 wheels. People have motorbikes
All
to
right,
drive
well,
on too.
Right, guide me. Give me rally directions or some
Right,
shit.
all right.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah, we're going roughly the right... Okay, now we're not going the right way.
Yeah,
90
well...
degrees to the left.
Let's be aware that this
Okay.
thing does not necessarily handle 100% great at this point.
Set that back wheel to have no friction then. And then it'll just be a caster.
No, we need to get back. I've got 8 oxygen left now.
Okay, well keep driving where you're going
Stuff is
now
also
for another
exploding
freaking-
around us. I can't help but notice. Something
Wait.
just exploded behind us.
I hear no explosions, but okay.
Anyway, where's my rally directions? Like, continue dead straight.
Continue dead straight for another
Dead straight,
730
5,
meters.
700. Don't crash.
Well, yeah.
Important. You're no co-driver, god damn it.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you need directions for driving in a straight line, you shouldn't be driving.
Apparently I only need 1 wheel. But there we go. I've been being greedy this entire time. Well then.
Right, it's just over this upcoming ridge line.
Upcoming scary ridgeline, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
Also, I
It's
think
alright.
I see
If
iron
need
ore
be-
right there.
If need be, I can let
Hold
go
on, hold
of
on.
the right mouse button.
Hold on,
and
we've just driven past iron.
ditch the rear support into the ground as like a braking spike. Yes, there's iron back there, which is what I said there was. I said there was fucking iron in that patch to begin with, and we couldn't find it because ore
They're in.
detectors can piss off.
And then we ended up driving, what, however many
We
miles.
drove for miles, broke the shit out of our vehicle,
And then
and now
found
we're
it right next
limping
to the
home,
base.
and then found it right next to the base as we returned. Yep, that is exactly what's happened. Well done, Wedgehog.
I get the feeling we probably want to stop soon just so we don't want to murder each other.
Look,
I
it's
mean-
all right. We've built ourselves. I'm going to
thing.
get up on this now with 3 wheels. No, I'm not. I'm not. No. Oh, holes. Hey, cunningly manoeuvred. Now then,
To be fair, you probably just want to, you know, plug yourself into the O2 line before your face falls off or whatever.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. That's nailed it. That parking.
ha! I live. Oh God. Well then, I think as an ending point, this is a decent one.
Yeah.
Coming up on the 4-hour mark. We've started building our floating base. We've definitely made progress this evening. I'm just sad that vehicle was pretty cool. Fuck off, spiders. I have had enough of you. I really have. You have actually been a pain in the backside this evening. I'm glad that, for once, the stream name, despite the fact that you've always got to name the stream before you've even done the stream, which is legitimately a bit frustrating and annoying, tonight it has been most definitely appropriate. Fucking spiders. I have a rapid fire rifle, by the way, now, Wedge. I got fed up with the spiders. It does kill them nice and fast, but fuckheads. They really are. At least we haven't had our base blown up by meteors. Come up and let's go and assemble on our roof. We have a bit of a roof. We have a bit of a start
Yeah,
of
just
like
sailed
the
right over the-
asymmetric stupid carrier, whatever this thing's gonna be, the junker. It did actually start to happen, so yeah, there's the thing. Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us. Please hit that like button. Obviously, makes a big difference to anything we do. Everything's going to get hit by not suitable by advertisers. Fuck off, Wedge. Oh, for fuck's sake. Everything's going to get hit by not suitable by advertisers. That's just YouTube. But if you can like the stream, then it gives it a chance of actually being seen by other people. And hopefully they'll enjoy this one, because I felt like this actually wasn't a bad stream.
No.
We were sort of vaguely cooperative, and then
Vaguely.
many shenanigans happened, and now both of us are trying to get up on the top of this roof.
Are you drunk, mate?
Oh dear, shoot these. No, I'm trying to do it from like F9 perspective. Oh fuck, and now my jetpack's run out. Well, there we go. That couldn't be perfect. Cheers, guys. Like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Go check out Wedgehog. His link's down in the description. He streams on Twitch all the time. Otherwise, I will catch you guys, well, probably on Friday at this point for the next Twitch stream. Either way, it's been a pleasure. Goodbye!
Farewell all.
Apparently I live.
Apparently you did. That buggy
Shame.
looks really...
The same can't be said for Wedgie.
You son of a... Right. Right. I'm not standing for this. Jeez. You nearly died. I saw blood coming out your ass, but not quite. There was a kid I used to know, right? I used to go round to his house and we'd play a racing game on the PS2. And whenever I was about to win the race, he'd pull the plug out the back of the PlayStation. And then we'd just have to sit there for 5 minutes in silence before he decided that, you know, he was going to stop being such a little pissy bitch about it. So, good job. Good job.
Hey, you broke everything this evening.
I did break everything.
You earned that.
To be honest, I'm quite surprised that's all I got, given how bad I was, so... yeah.
Nice one, guys. Cheers for joining me, Wedge. I'll catch you guys next time. Good night.